Gamers. We're ready for some more Genshin Impact today. Who's ready for some more Genshin Impact? I know I am. Let me turn this off. Okay, here we go. I know I'm ready. What is this? Event? Oh, the web event. I already did. Actually, I already did that. Code? All right. Let's get started. Let's get started, shall we? Well, actually, hold on. Hold on. Listen, hold on. You're no gamer? Why not? Like that Mona swipes her book away. Does everybody have their own? Like, I think they do. Okay, so let's get the main story quest going. Tomorrow is summons, bro. Tomorrow is summons. Oh, let me turn the game up. I listened back to last stream, and it seemed pretty low, even though I turned it up. So let me just turn it up like this. I'm afraid of it overpowering me. I'm always afraid of it, but I don't think it can. Someone doesn't wait for Wednesday anymore? Oh, that's true. I could just wait for Wednesday. But nah, we gotta do it. We gotta do it on the launch day. So we get like 15 random viewers coming in asking me about Yehlin rotations. I'm gonna be like, what? I'm like, so you guys do it launch day. This is a YouTube thing now. This is no longer between me and Genshin. This is now me and YouTube.
Looks like we're back here again.
Oh, let me turn auto on.
Traveler? Are you hearing voices again? That's kind of spooky. Are you sure we don't want to come back in the morning?
Vache.
Hey, why are you still walking towards it? There might be something nasty in the water. Huh? Hang on. Paimon can kind of hear a voice. It's calling for Vache, right? Hey, Traveler? Stop walking! Come on,
Hello?
wake up!
Bro, this dumb thing that I fight all the time, bro, I fought this thing at least 60 times. I fought this thing at least 60 times. And I'm probably gonna have to fight it some more.
Vache, are you my dear Vache?
No, unfortunately.
No, wait. You seem to be someone else. Do you know Vache? Do you know where my love is? Wait. Who am I?
Okay, yeah, well, nah, let's turn around.
Sorry,
This is not our problem, Lumine.
No.
Let's wrap it up. Let's turn it
My
around.
memories feel like they have been washed away like a flood.
Tell them the rotation starts with Magic Hammer, then Holy and White.
Never to be recovered.
I don't think I haven't had Holy and White in the levels that I've been playing.
Once held dear while on land. Have I since forgotten?
You were once human? Well, I'm assuming that she was a human and then...
but the consciousness of one who is lost, therefore. I do not know how I came to be like this either. I only vaguely remember being covered in light blue water, and then all grew dim.
Oh my god, that's what I think too. Hey, me and Lumine on the same wavelength. So last time, right, we got to recap a little bit here, just to get us all a refresher. Last time, I feel like they introduced 50 things. Like, we got introduced to so many characters. We got introduced to a lot of plot threads. All in Act 1. This is Act 1. Act 1, they said, yeah, here you go. Bro, there's 5 acts. Like, what do you... What, I mean... So I'm expecting shit to just go. Either be super rapid, quick, or they're going to play their cards close to their chest. We'll see.
I also remember going to many places. I loved adventure, loved exploring places of peril. No matter where I went, Vacher would go with me. I knew how dearly he loved me, and I also loved him equally as much. But now, we can no longer go back. The pain of such parting. I never knew how heavy it could be. No, our reunion no longer has any meaning.
Okay, if
There
you
is
say
no
so.
way for us to create any new memories. The thought of me gives him no succor. So let it lie forgotten beneath the waters. If you meet Vacher, tell him not to look for me. Tell him to move on. That is the only thing I still remember. Perhaps that is so. As I was submerged in the waters, losing consciousness, I saw Vacher above the surface. His eyes were filled with such sorrow.
Bro, I don't know what's happening.
If only I could have comforted him. Told him that I did not suffer. Indeed, I had felt... Is that what you call it? Dissolving. If anything, I consider it a form of release. It was a state of neither fear nor frenzy, with only an endless peace, like the water still.
Okay, well, I don't know what the fuck is going on here in Fontaine.
I
These
can also
wackos.
liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first time, and only then sees how they have lived for so long in a world of endless want and anxiety.
Some measure of consciousness. Yeah, Lumine is ignoring everything she just said. Lumine's like, okay, well, she's talking.
I think I hear your companion. It's time for you to go, I think. Farewell, then. I am glad that you were able to sense my presence. Remember, if you see Vacher, tell him not to seek me out any
I'll
longer.
gladly let him know to seek you out. What the fuck just happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? Okay, Navia, though. Hold on. She's about to smoke. Alright, though, yeah, I'll back you up. But, dude.
God, it's a whole army of Gardamex.
Chlorine?
Chlorand?
Queen. Oh my god, my queen.
Quick, now's our chance!
Holy shit! The assist?
I should thank you for lending us your sword.
I was gonna say, y'all are gonna say anything?
But before I do so, could you explain how you managed to show up here?
I followed you. It seemed to me that danger has followed you more closely as of late.
I believe that following someone without their knowledge is actually called stalking, is it not?
Mr. Talus's last wish was for me to ensure your safety, and I will not betray his trust. He would do the same, were he alive today.
Do not speak of my father.
Sorry, demoiselle. I was not strong enough.
Thank you for your aid, Miss Clorand, but do keep an eye out for your manner of speech. I believe we all wish to avoid unnecessary emotional harm.
Sorry, I did not consider your feelings.
Whatever. What else do you know? How did you come to the conclusion that I'd be in grave danger?
I doubt I know much more than you, but I believe that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances is very powerful.
Yeah, no
Your
shit.
performance tonight will almost certainly attract their attention.
I'm sure they've known about me. To be honest, I'm shocked it's taken them this long to act against me.
Dude, what the fuck?
What about these
We took a nap. We
I
took.
thought only those associated with the Maison Gardiennage could control them.
None of these mecha have serial numbers. I was sure to check a moment ago. They are not the ones used by the authorities to enforce the law. I can only conclude that some powerful or wealthy party must have obtained them via illegal means, deploying them as a private force of sorts.
What? Your point being that they're out of Spina di Rosula's league, then?
Yes. Be careful, and do
Thank you for
act
not beating
rashly.
around the bush there.
I will continue investigating no matter what. We will bring the truth to light. That's my father's true last wish. Regardless, thank you for your help today, Clorand.
Lumine's like, bro.
If you get any ideas, tell me first. I don't much appreciate being followed.
I do not think that they'll strike again anytime soon. So I shall stop following you. Good day, all.
No, come back.
Right. I suppose that's the best news we've gotten today.
Demoiselle, I believe that Miss Clorand was being sincere with you. If we tried, we could attempt to thaw relations a little.
I know, she's...
They don't seem to be on decent terms. Can I ruin Clorand for you? Uh-oh. Is it her eyes? Who was it? What just happened?
Oh, thank goodness! Paimon thought we were done for!
We?
Those
Paimon.
Gardemex came out of nowhere while you were unconscious.
Okay, so it was like an hour. Had to have been like an hour. The sister of that dude from that one Lucario movie?
And there was that
That's a
giant
deep
listening
cut, bro.
bird who came
I have to look this up.
We got lucky there. Paimon probably couldn't have fought them off otherwise.
Oh, no, you mean like she looks like the dude from the Lucario movie, but like if he had a sister. I get what you mean. Hold on. Why did I look up Lucario? Let's look up Lucario movie and I'll see him. Dude. Wait, if she had a cloak like this, that would go hard. If she had a cloak like this, that shit would go hard though. I'm not gonna pretend. Yeah, she would be rocking a shiny Lucario. That doesn't ruin it for me though. That doesn't ruin it.
Come now. Forget all that polite talk.
Why the fuck was
That
Navia
really a
putting the
farewell meal we
work
had
in?
back there.
Holy
Not for
moly.
me, anyway. In truth, I hope that every meal we have together shall be a victory feast. As such, we're still partners. There's no need to thank me.
It will take 50 years for me to match Demoiselle's magnanimity.
If it were me, I would have joined the Spina di Rosula on account of
Spina di Rosu. I have to learn these names, bro.
All right, you two. That's enough.
So the hat, yeah, the hat from a specific angle. Like I know what you're looking at. I definitely see what you see.
Well, to be honest, you're the one who tipped us off, Paimon.
Really?
Really? Paimon contributed somehow? Cool, Paimon's even more amazing than she thought!
Yes, all thanks to you grabbing my drink by mistake.
How did that help?
After we parted ways, I was on the way back to one of our bases when I suddenly thought of what you said. That the Fanta tasted kind of salty and icky.
Oh, right. That, I mean, dude, you know what's crazy is that I thought that was a plot point, but I just, I was like, maybe it's a joke. And then I just threw it away. But no, I forgot, this is One Piece, so I have to pay attention to everything they say.
Fanta only comes in sweet flavors. So how could it have tasted salty? The color of the drink, if I recall, had also been a bit off.
So the Fanta had been spiked with water from the primordial sea?
Oh, and we're not from Fontaine,
Yes.
so luckily we're good.
If you hadn't drunk that cup for me,
Yeah, she would have been cooked.
Spina di Rosula is preparing the grandest of awards for you as we speak for saving the boss.
Huh. Really?
I sent people to Hotel de Boer to investigate. But whoever did this left no trace at all. That's when I figured out that you might be in danger and hurried here as quickly as I could.
But why would they go after us too? All we did was defend Liddy in court and help clear his name. Ugh, now we're
Well, that's true because it was more than one cup. It's not like it was just her cup. It was
You did
ours.
foil a plan that they were probably pretty proud of, and almost got their name in the process. Speaking of which, did anything strange happen when you drank the primordial seawater?
I
Well, it
started
can't be
talking to a
coincidence that the traveler
water
saved
thing.
it just now. She said that she heard that voice calling for Vache again. Oh, and this time Paimon heard it too, but it was real faint. Does this situation have to do with the primordial seawater then? Does that mean the primordial seawater raises someone's sensitivity to hydro when it's used on people who are not from Fontaine?
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad thing, to be honest.
New intel? While you were out cold?
Well, I was talking to the thing.
Well, let's hear it, shall we?
The voice from the fountain belonged to one of the missing women.
Oh, that is important.
This is like Navia. How important is Navia?
Vache.
I didn't expect her to be
Doesn't ring a bell.
to be huge. I just thought she was some fucking rich lady hanging out.
Saw that young woman dissolve.
But apparently she's in the thick of it.
Crime scene. But he never gave testimony or any information regarding people dissolving in the primordial seawater. Could he have been threatened? Yes, thank you. This is very important information indeed. We will continue to investigate.
Dude, if Cloran was with us, so we had like Lumine, Paimon, Navia, Cloran, that would be fire. That'd be so fire. Oh my gosh. We gotta bring Cloran back. Bring her back. And we go on the investigation. Oh, that'd be fire. Fun fact, you got her weapon? Dude, I'm long way from summoning for weapons. I'm a long way. But congrats on that.
Oh, you mean you'll help us investigate?
Well, you did say that our farewell meal didn't really count. That means we're still partners, right?
Yeah, we might as well. After seeing that,
Now whether we like it or not.
yeah, after seeing that shit, I mean, we're in. We're lock in, Lumine.
Are you, traveler?
Lock in. Long way? What do you mean we'll see? They put out a weapon for Mona I'll summon today. But yeah, a long way because I'm thinking, like I'm thinking like all these archons I still got to summon for. Shiha can show up at any moment. I'm not afraid of like Yae Miko showing up because she was recent, so I don't gotta worry about her. I don't gotta worry about like Eula can show up. I gotta summon for the new Archon. I gotta summon for Sephiroth when they return. Like maybe not. Wait, is Mona weapon on standard? Mona's weapon is well, her best weapon is the one that I use. It's like a 3-star weapon. No, Mona doesn't have a weapon. That's what I said. If she did, I would summon. But she doesn't. Do not look so quite
You
pleased.
talk too much. Well, in that case, let's head back to one of our bases, shall we? I'll arrange accommodations for you. We also have some plans to go over, and hopefully we can deepen our bonds as partners. But we'll take that one step at a time, I guess.
Don't worry, you two. With us around, our base is definitely secure.
If you say so. Bro, they can't expect me to read these French names. Bro, first they want me to read Chinese, and then they want me to read Japanese, and now we're in French. Can we go back to Sumeru where like things were readable? Bro, I'm getting cooked. But yeah, Michael, long way. It's a long way before I summon on weapons at all. Because, like, where am I gonna summon on weapons? Like, once I have everybody I need, and then, like, they return a character and their weapon, and I'm like, oh, okay, I can do this. Like, dude, that's like... it's 10 years from now.
It's right up ahead, but let's make sure we weren't followed first.
I've been keeping watch, Demoiselle. I haven't spotted anyone suspicious thus far.
Very good. But let's not let our guard down for now.
I shall find rooms for our respected guests.
Thank you, Malus. Now, let's continue, traveler.
Oh, hey.
First to find gets to stake their claim.
Ah, the music in Fontaine is so good. Ah, the music is so good in Fontaine. Is your hideout, Navia? Aren't you rich, Navia? You could do better than this. Bro, what is down here? Is there a resistance? Resistance to what? What are we resisting against? Bro, it's just like Gravity Rush. Wait, that makes sense because it's France. Oh shit. You don't think she's rich? We'll find out soon enough. She might not be rich. I like this, dude. Wait, this is like now I've never actually played this game, but it's like BioShock. This is like BioShock, dude. The same kind of aesthetic down here is definitely like BioShock. And that BioShocky vibe, bro. Never played it though. Never played. Never played.
So, this is your base? It's not quite what Paimon imagined.
Yeah, me neither.
Your accommodations have been arranged. Under the present circumstances, I can confidently say it's the best we have.
Well, our funds have been a little tight lately.
Her father
After all,
passed,
we don't
right?
allow illegal or unethical profiteering. In fact, our funds often come from citizenry who support us.
Seems like it's tough times for everyone. But if you have the support of the people, that does sound like it's worth it.
To be honest, our financial situation was a lot better back when my father was in charge.
That's
a
what
few
I
years
thought.
ago.
I was like, I feel like her father died, and then
I'm
she
afraid I'm not quite his equal.
she could not do she could not run it up.
He was the previous boss of Spina di Rosula, right? How did he...
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me to explain.
I feel like she could explain it.
I'll
Yeah.
explain it myself. I suppose I couldn't run from this topic forever. And as partners, this is something I hope they can understand. My father's name is Callus. Yes, the same one they call Callus the Unfaithful in the streets. 3 years ago, he was accused of murdering his own friend. But he chose a duel to defend his honor instead of standing trial.
Did the Cloran kill
He
him?
died in the duelist ring.
Oh no.
But I do not believe my father was a murderer. I'm sure he was set up. At the time, I believed that if he only stood trial and was duly investigated, something amiss would crop up and prove his innocence. But strangely, he not only requested the duel himself, but rumor has it that even after being seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as having lost the duel, he refused to surrender, determined to die in the arena. 3 years later, I still don't understand why he did that. How could he protect his honor if he's dead? If anything, he gave up his chance to defend himself. The closest piece of info I have is that my father had been investigating the serial disappearances case at the time.
Okay,
of his
so
death.
this is where we're headed.
So that's why you're so determined to get to the bottom of that case.
She's picking up the pieces. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense.
That's right. I've also tried to investigate the murder my father was implicated in, but I haven't found a single new.
They're
clue
probably
in my
linked.
countless reviews of the investigation
They're probably
records.
linked, so I don't think we have to worry about that.
I believe that if the murder case is related to those behind the disappearances,
Yeah,
they must know something.
they're probably related.
I must know what really happened. Was my father coerced? Framed? Even if he really did kill his friend, I must get to the truth. If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hid the fact that my mother died due to complications when giving birth to me. And now, here I am investigating his death. You really are a handful, aren't you, Papa?
Mademoiselle, please, if there is anything I can do, anything at all.
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone. There are none whom I respect more than the two of you, Demoiselle.
Demoiselle, I'm sorry.
Yet, all it took was
I'm in it.
murder case.
This
He dubbed Callus
Fontaine, I love the Fontaine
Even
atmosphere.
our supporters decreased greatly due to that incident, hence our strained finances at present.
Wait, if Callus was such a good man, wouldn't people at least be a little suspicious when he was accused?
Well, I mean, if it was Farina accusing,
Perhaps people just revel in that kind of drama.
Farina just throws her hands
out.
out.
People from Fontaine, really. Everyone's like that. People love watching the evil turn over a new leaf, but they also enjoy watching good people fall into an abyss from one slip-up just as much.
But how could... Never mind. If Callus was really falsely accused, we have to find the truth. He didn't deserve to have that happen to him.
There is one other thing. Master Callus's opponent in the
Easy.
duel was Miss
Cloran.
Cloran.
Yeah, Cloran wouldn't have killed him if he didn't want.
Well, then, isn't that as good as saying that she was the one who killed him?
Yeah, so that no wonder Navi fucking hates her. Like, duh. That's nice and simple there.
Yeah, that's not the sort of thing that you can just let go and move on from.
Miss Clorand has always placed great emphasis on the honorable nature of the duel. If her opponent doesn't yield, she will not stop either. She knew Master Callus beforehand and greatly respected him, but Seeing how he was resolute in the arena, there was only ever one choice she could have made.
It's not that I don't understand her at all, but I just can't deal with this yet.
Don't worry, Navia. Paimon knows how you feel. You don't have to force yourself to do that.
Afterward, Miss Cloran told us that at the start of the duel, Master Callus requested that she ensure Demoiselle Navia's safety.
Yeah, so he knew he was dead, which makes sense because that lines up with what Navia said.
Yes, that is our understanding as well.
Oh, Papa. What madness
We just
drove
don't
you to
know
ask the
why.
person
Like, he's
who
doing
killed
all
you to
this.
take care of me.
We just don't know the
All right.
reason.
Anyway, that's the information I wanted to share with you. Even if it did sound like I was just complaining towards the end. Thanks. You two should go and rest. This was quite a day after all.
Yeah. Paimon's feet.
Yeah, dude. Let's
Please,
check out this.
relax and get some sleep. We will ensure you rest soundly.
Check out this hotel we got here. Peaceful night passes under Spina Rosa.
Paimon slept so
Oh, we don't get to see it?
This place feels almost too safe. Huh? Navia? Where did the other two go?
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's
Poisson?
origin, and where we have our headquarters.
Oh, okay.
There's not much for them to do here at the moment.
Paimon gets the feeling that you're just trying to get them off your back. But never mind that. When did you get back? Were you waiting here the whole time?
No, I just returned after going out for a while. I did some investigating yesterday regarding the name Vacher.
Wait, so you didn't sleep at all?
Bro, does she sleep at all?
How could I after having such critical new evidence appear?
Guess Paimon wasn't speaking for everyone just now, huh?
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence.
What?
It doesn't seem to have a match anywhere.
That doesn't make
I
sense.
suspect that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle. But that does prove that this Vacher person is a key witness in the incident.
Does that mean we're too late, though?
No. There is one ray of hope. One place in Fontaine that they would find almost impossible to threaten, no matter how much they wanted to. And that is the archives kept by Chief Justice Newton.
Yo, we get
A
to
place
meet
where
No.
detailed files on all the cases in recent years are kept.
We get to talk to Novelette.
Oh,
No,
see,
Nova,
One
Novelette.
of the young women who
Novelette.
went missing recently. We should be able to find some related information.
Okay, but let's not go in there secretly. Let's just talk to the guy.
Novelette maintains an archive of case files? Whew. Guess that's the hard-working Chief Justice for you. In that case, let's go talk to him, shall we?
God damn it, Navia.
Aren't you coming along, Navia? Did you get tired?
No, it's nothing. Let's go see the Honorable Chief Justice.
Okay. What is her relationship with our man's Chief Justice? Jesus, Navia. Dude, this is cool, dude. I didn't know there was an undercity to Fontaine. We can. Oh, he's chilling here. Bring yourself work.
The palais is right up ahead. Come on.
Bro, these guys say their words and I read them and like there's letters just completely not pronounced, and like I get it, it's French, so like they're not supposed to be pronounced. But I'm getting cooked by that shit, dude. I'm getting bodied. Also, wait, I was gonna say, never mind. Does he just hang out here?
Halt! Please state your business here. The Chief Justice is presently occupied with official matters. Huh. This place does look pretty heavily guarded. Guess that proves that Nervalet's files are really secure.
Hey, don't you recognize us?
Us? Oh no, I guess she would. If it's the same.
Who are you? Just to be clear.
Are we racist?
I don't care who you are or who you might be related to. Our rules make no exceptions.
Is this the same one from the.
You've got great discipline, too.
Is this the same one from the outside?
Yep. Paimon can tell. If you're here just to crack jokes, I can point you towards the exit. Unlike some, we're busy, so please leave if you don't have a reason to be here.
No. What I meant to say is, shouldn't you remember us from a few days ago? We were at the trial.
Oh, so she was at the trial.
Oh, yes, I remember. I read about it in the Steambird. You must be Linny's attorneys. It's all coming back to me now.
We're here today to report and archive some information on a follow-up case.
Huh. Is that even a thing?
Of course. Don't worry. We're here on official business. You can trust us.
All right then, I'll let you through.
Why does he just believe her?
Inside.
Okay.
Thanks so much.
Good work, Navia. Bro, this is unserious. We can't see you. Bro. My god.
Please come in.
Hey. Bro has a big ass chair, big ass room.
Sorry to barge in, Monsieur Nervalet. We only lied to get in because
Nervalet.
no any other way.
It's all right. Please let me know how I may be of assistance to you.
So you're not mad at us?
Yeah, we can skip
We're
that.
looking for a man called Vacher. He may have been an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. If we can find him, we may be able to unearth some key information on the case.
Ah, I see. In that case, please wait here a moment while I browse through the files.
Does he have a special way of doing that, or is he gonna manually browse through the files?
Who knew that Nervalet would be so easy to talk to?
Yeah, he looks so intimidating. We just talk to the guy. He's just chilling.
Unfortunately, I'm quite certain that no one by the name of Vacher has been involved in any case, criminal or civil,
Dude,
in
what the
past
fuck?
several years. There are no records of him either in the files or in my memory.
Damn, dude. We're on a Kingdom Hearts 2 case right now.
Traveler, what if it was really just a dream?
I mean,
Is that so? All right then. Thank you so much, Monsieur Neuvillette. We'll take our leave now.
Oh, poor Navia.
Miss Navia, I can understand how you feel. Your father, Callus, was a truly exceptional man. We deeply regret his passing.
She mad at him too.
And what are you trying to say, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Dude, we're getting
Trying to
caught.
console me? Extend your sympathy?
Golly.
Or just express some tendril of regret? No. You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice. There's no emotion behind your words. You only said those things because you felt like you should. It's just like last time. After my father took his place in the duelist ring, I pushed through the guards to talk to you as a last resort. You even told me then that you thought there was something fishy with the case, yet you still allowed the duel to go ahead. In your eyes, the value of a human life is nothing compared to those cold laws you hold so dear. If you truly regret my father's death, then why didn't you call a stop to the duel? Why didn't you give me the power to stop him from throwing his life away? Why did you just let him die, despised and hated by all? Everything was hanging on a thread at that moment. Just the tiniest effort could have changed everything. There are still so many things I never got to tell him. So many questions he still owes me answers to. If you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes. I, Navia, will show you the true meaning of regret.
Bro can't do it.
Miss Navia.
You and my father are truly alike. You keep all kinds of things in your heart and never say a word to anyone. It's not so much that you can't feel, but that you would never express anything. Oh well. In any case, everyone already knows full well the apathy of the Chief Justice. My apologies for taking my emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon.
Did we have to be standing right here, Navia? Sheesh, could have. It's a little heavy, Navia. You can't leave. No, I didn't expect her to attack him like that. but I mean, she's got it. She has every right to say what she says.
Okay?
She's not okay, Paimon.
I'm fine.
You're not fine. What?
Rain. It's raining.
You're right. Wasn't it still sunny when we went into the building? And there shouldn't be any active trials today. How strange.
Now that I think of it, on the day my father was convicted of murder, it was also raining.
What is it? Did
Bro,
you
we
think of something?
we gotta pull up the Farina, bro. Your father's case, was he outside when it happened?
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered and the rain could fall there. Why? Do you think the rain could have affected the crime scene? That thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that, but didn't find anything of value. Oh? Wait. You don't mean...
The fact that people can turn into water.
That the true murderer could have been turned into water? And then got washed away with the rain? Yeah. And if that's what had happened, then no one would have believed your dad, even if he explained what he saw to the authorities.
I really think I found a true genius for a partner. You're completely right. How did I not connect the dots earlier?
But how can you even prove
Let's go to
this?
Poisson. With this new lead in mind, we'll get to the bottom of my father's case for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna make progress for sure this time.
Do you want to go with me now? Or do you want to head over by yourself later?
Oh, this is the game asking me, do you just want to teleport? I'll just
Great.
teleport.
Let's go then.
Let's head. Dude, Navia? Holy shit, Navia. I wasn't expecting Navia to be carrying baggage. I hope she gets good resolution and shit. Aye, aye, aye. So, she probably hates this entire Fontaine system. She probably can't fucking stand this shit. Like, she probably hates Farina. She hates Clan. She hates Nouvellette. She hates the judicial system of Fontaine. She hates all of it. Are you the fish guy? Oh. No, you sell fish. Wait, you can buy? I don't have 70. Oh, I'll buy them anyway. I'll buy those anyway. Interesting that so it's another area like this that's built on like metal.
Whoa! What a huge ship! Why would a ship be anchored at a place like this?
There's no need to be so surprised. While it may look like a ship, it's actually Spina di Rosula's headquarters. My father was the one who asked for it to be built like this. Perhaps our taste in exterior design is the only thing we occasionally had in common. A gigantic and glamorous ship embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition, and conquest. It symbolizes Spina di Rosula's bright and limitless future.
And Paimon thought you were bluffing when you said Spina di Rosula had a glorious past. Paimon was confused why a group with such a history would live in the sewers.
Yeah,
But now
yeah,
that
me
she's
too,
built
Paimon.
this ship for herself, she's been convinced.
Well, Poisson is where Spina di Rosula began, after all. It's our main base, our home.
Where is hey, where's that? Oh, I see it. Can we just hit that? Yeah. And that the vibe of Fontaine is so good. Like the atmosphere they were going for, they hit it. I really feel like I'm in Fontaine, you know. Is it a little poor taste to be running up in here with Cloran now? Dude, maybe we should swap. Hold on. Hold on. What is this team? Yeah, we'll do this. We'll do that. Is that underwater? Well, no, it only showed up when I. Do you feel friends? Yeah, I really. Okay, let me stop before YouTube flags my stream as racist. Let me. Let's stop it there. I try to pronounce these French names.
Malouse, we're back.
And that's as far as you go. As far as we go, is me trying to
Apologies for the
pronounce these
wait,
French
Demoiselle,
names.
and our most important partners. You said before that you still had some business at the court. What brings you back to Poisson so quickly?
About that. It's because my partner here reminded me of something really important. You see, what if my father's case had something to do with water from the primordial sea? You still remember, right, Balus? On that night, it was raining?
Yes, the case was quite similar to that of Mr. Linney's.
Really?
Both were what you'd call impossible murders.
So do they try to kidnap the girl and then they turn in the water? Like what? Like I don't understand.
More about what happened before.
I don't understand what the
Of course.
with the what are we
Many years ago, something called synth began to gain popularity in Poisson.
sin?
At a glance, it was a kind of drink that could excite your mood and produce many pleasant hallucinations.
Ah,
Wait! Didn't that guard guy who turned into water also mention that the primordial water could be used to produce some kind of potion?
this was
It
mentioned.
did. Considering what we know now, it's almost certain that synth is created using water from the primordial sea. If you drink synth for an extended amount of time, you'll suffer many side effects, such as losing the ability to focus or control your emotions. And if you were to stop drinking it completely, you'll experience flashes of paranoia and anxiety while lacking energy to do anything. It's an extremely dangerous substance.
Are we gonna meet a
As he
character
oversaw
that
Poisson,
has
my
that?
father was compelled to put a stop to synth abuse and called for a complete ban of it.
Boss's uncompromising attitude incurred the synth vendor's wrath, but no matter how much they threatened or bribed him, he refused to yield. Not only that, Boss became determined to find the mastermind behind the synth operation and put an end to the problem once and for all.
Yes, but the enemy was very cunning,
But this is related,
so we could
probably.
never get anything out of the dealers, all of whom only sold the stuff and weren't privy to the rest of the operation. Recognizing that, my father decided to contact the dealers in secret and cultivate personal relationships with them. Finally, he was able to convince someone to become his informant. The man's name was Jacques. He felt greatly ashamed about his
Wait,
work after
don't
seeing
we-
many families destroyed by synth abuse.
We don't meet a Jock?
That night, my
No,
father hosted a banquet
I might have
at
made
his
that up.
countryside estate. He planned to meet up and exchange information with Jacques over some food. But then, we heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. We raced to the scene and found my father, still holding a gun, and Jacques, who was already dead on the ground.
Huh? How did that happen?
Well, he
Are
probably
they on the same side?
that was probably some Western duel shit.
Just
Like
Lenny's case, doesn't it?
Jacques
In both
probably.
cases, the culprit seemed obvious,
Oh,
but neither appeared to have
actually,
any motive
wait.
at all.
Yeah, wait. They cooked me.
Looking back on it, though,
Yeah, they
I
got
don't
me. I'm already
believe the
cooked.
most important clue was something we all overlooked at the time. There were pieces of clothing left at the scene.
Oh shit! Did you guys just let that? You guys just let that rock? There's clothing that nobody was wearing. Yeah, bro. Of course somebody turned in the water.
It's all thanks to you that I made the connection now. Back then, we all just thought they were some costumes that Jacques used to disguise himself at the banquet. But, considering it now, it's almost certain that they belong to a third person at the scene. With one extra person, we'll also need to reconsider why the 2 shots were fired. You're right. We still don't know what happened. But my intuition tells me that we're on the right track to figuring it all out. I'm finally headed towards the truth.
Now, what I'm interested in is how does this tie into the over? Like, I don't even know what the overarching plot of Fontaine, the overarching like thing,
I think this
is that
third
prophecy that
person
they're
is
talking about.
probably the key to the full truth.
For sure.
On that note, however, even though this will not please you, demoiselle, as your and your father's butler, I must still offer a word of warning.
Okay, hold on. I gotta listen to this.
Opponent is insidious and cruel. They are extremely difficult to deal with, and Boss has already lost his life trying to bring them to justice. Even though Spina de Rosula has lost most of its former glory, Poisson has welcomed a new time of peace, and we have been allowed to live out our lives. There is no need to follow your father's path. It would be both wise and in line with Boss's wishes to step back and give up on the case.
If that's indeed what he wished for, then he should have told me that himself. Was I not the closest person to him? And yet, I was the one most kept in the dark. What was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Did he manage to protect anything in the end? Synth is still here. Callus the Unfaithful is still his epithet. And Spina di Rosula is barely getting by. Nothing has changed. Did he think I'd just accept his meaningless death and live out my life just as meaninglessly? I've never accepted that. Ever. Not since that day, and certainly not now. I want to find out the real answer for everyone's sake. For the missing girls, for the victims, and for myself.
Navia.
This is indeed the best moment to act. Your
It is
partner
indeed.
appears to
Dude,
be
Navia, oof.
and more importantly, Demoiselle, I think you're also.
I thought Navia was gonna be a silly girl, dude. I didn't think
So you
Navia
do
would be
know
such a.
something else, Malus.
Yes, I do. In fact, even
Such a
before
strong-hearted
that, Boss
character.
already knew of the connection between Synth and the serial disappearances case. But what drove all the tensions to the boiling point was the revelation that you, Demoiselle, had been selected as the next target to disappear.
What?
Yeah, I mean that makes sense because we figured that out.
Boss also didn't tell you that he had been diagnosed with a rare illness. The doctors told him that he had
Information you just kept
no
from
more than
her.
5 years left to live. And the serial disappearances case caused him great anxiety. 5 years was nowhere near enough time to resolve this long-standing conflict. But once he passed away, all the danger would pass on to you.
It
Knowing all of this, he decided to use one final intimidation tactic before his death. He claimed to have already gotten his hands on some key incriminating evidence for the other side, and even told some members of Spina di Rosula about the details. But as long as you remained safe, he would not share the evidence with the public. If something were to happen to you, then he and all those he told would immediately expose all they knew about Synth and the disappeared victims.
Right. So nobody would be able to get off scot-free.
As we've seen, Boss's tactic has worked. Even though Boss has been gone for a long time, the other side has not tried to take Demoiselle's life.
No. I don't believe it. He never appeared to look sick to me.
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard, especially someone as proud as Boss. To him, dying in a duel and
okay, but this shit happened 3 years ago, and you kept this away from her, bro.
still far preferable than losing face in front of his daughter.
So he chose to die in silence, so that he could protect me.
I'm afraid you're not understanding this correctly, Demoiselle. What Boss wanted to hand to you was not a parasol, but a sword. If Boss's spirit could hear you telling me that you want to find the answer for the sake of everyone involved, I'm sure he'd be extremely proud.
That fool. Couldn't he have just given it to me straight? No. He might have set up everything precisely because he never thought I'd be able to understand him. Is that the amount of confidence he had in me? And what if I was never able to make it to where I am now? Yeah,
He did though.
I suppose that's true.
You picked the choice
With the way he
chase
set
it.
things up, if I had wanted, I could have just lived out my life without a care in the world. But thankfully,
And he would have been fine with
rarely
that.
talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. In this case, he really didn't need to give me an easy way out. Malus, what was the key evidence that he shared with you?
It's the location where Synth is.
Oh shit! Straight to
Essentially,
the source.
the enemy's
Let's go,
headquarters. When he was threatening the enemy boss, didn't
bro.
share
Bro, what,
specifics
dude?
to
I was
include
expecting some long,
But if
you know, we
you
had to go on some
use it
investigation.
against
Bro
the
just goes, nah, dude, I got
you
you.
still have to take several things into consideration.
Why?
And nobody can stop me either. Like,
You mustn't forget that
I've
we're
put down
fighting
6
against a
gods. Okay, like
mysterious,
3, but I
dangerous
put,
organization
I put down
that's
like
been in
6
operation
gods.
for
Like, I mean,
decades.
they're not stopping me.
There's no telling what might be lying in wait at their headquarters. We also have no idea what kind of evidence we may be able to find inside, nor what people we may be able to capture. But a single visit to their headquarters would be tantamount to a formal declaration of war. The worst case would be that we leave empty-handed, but also open ourselves up to full retaliation.
Then, in that case, why not work with the Fontaine authorities?
Because they're
We
shitheads.
saw one of them dissolve during Mr. Linney's case. We have no idea just how thoroughly they may have been infiltrated.
That's true. Seems my father really had no choice. But things are different now. It should be a lot easier to prove the other side's guilt, now that we've connected Synth with the disappearances case.
You sound like you've put a lot of thought into this, Malus.
And that you've been sitting on this. You've been sitting on it, bro.
But to serve the boss and demoiselles.
Aye, aye, aye.
I've always been willing to take on any kind of risk for your sake. But considering my relative lack of ability, I've spent my time keeping secrets, performing basic investigations, and waiting for the right time to come.
Thank you for all of that, Malus. Have you discovered anything new in the past few years?
Let me think. One conclusion I came to was that the enemy must be quite familiar with Spina di Rosula, or at least have an informant planted here.
No,
When
I don't like
announced orders
this.
to the organization's members on Demoiselle's behalf, I used to deliberately keep a few people in the dark and observe the reactions of the synth vendors. If the vendors didn't change their plans, then the individuals informed of our orders must be innocent. If the vendors packed up and fled, however, then someone must have given them the news. After several rounds of testing and investigative tracing, I've narrowed the suspect list down to 3 people. The first is Florent, Spina di Rosula's
Florent.
supervisor.
Huh? Florent?
Yes, surprising, isn't it? He was one of the people Boss trusted the most, which also
Bro, it'd
means
always be
he was
your own.
someone
Like,
who
it's
understood
it's
Boss.
always your own.
Thanks to his position within Boss's innermost circle, he always knew our upcoming plans and could thus avoid capture this whole time. There's someone else like him too. Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières.
Uncle Marcel.
It's a guild in Poisson.
A guild?
To grow to its current
Okay.
size and prominence. In the beginning, they were only reselling some daily goods, but now they're one of the richest guilds around, with a lot of business connections in the city.
So, they're like a sister organization of Spina di Rosula?
Yes.
Bro, it's gotta be
I can
him.
see that. When we were fighting against the synth dealers, they provided us with plenty of support.
Okay, well maybe it's not
A
them.
bit difficult to imagine
that's-
someone using their own money to hunt down themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it would be crazy if it's
Suspect
them.
is Thierry, the man responsible for coordinating information between Spina di Rosula and the guards. Although the guards mostly leave us to our own devices, there are still many activities we have to report
I don't
to the
know.
authorities. Since Thierry is always in the know about our current activities, he could theoretically always plan one step ahead.
There's gotta be this fucker.
These are all people who I communicate with quite regularly. To think that the enemy we've been fighting against has been right next to me all along. amongst
Yeah, my
everyone else.
Navia. My bad, Chief.
Almost too hard to believe.
Sorry, it's me. I'm the villain.
Every precaution to not alert the
One of
guards.
these days, that's gonna be true.
Judging from our
One of these days,
experience, the
Lumine really
enemy
is gonna be the evil.
extremely cautious.
Of course. And thank you, Malus. You've provided us with a lot of great information.
You're too kind, my lady. I'm just doing my duty. And before I forget, proving Boss's innocence would also mean clearing him of blame in Jacques' death. After that incident, Jacques' wife and daughter were taken into the Spina's care. They still live in Poisson today. If it might help, you
I was
could
gonna
also
say, are we
pay
gonna go
your
talk to them? Yeah, okay.
I can make the necessary arrangements.
Aw, thank you so much, Melus. You really are the best.
A new case awaits, my dear partner.
Yeah, I guess we're just fucking. We're on the case. We're
I hope we
investigating.
can work together to uncover the truth and end this case once and for all.
Huh? Oh god. Oh no, dude. Does that mean we're gonna get another court section? As long as I'm not fighting Farina's idiot ass again, I'll be okay. If we get another court section and it's Farina again, I might have to throw up. Because I'll be laughing too hard. Okay, let's see here. Oh, is it inside? Can you go inside this thing? Maybe it's up. It might be up. I don't know, man. It's probably in the water somewhere. Oh, nope. Haha, they can't outsmart me. Right here. Wait, hold on. Let me grab these. These are important. These are definitely important. Artifacts? We need those. Cat?
It is settled then. Please excuse me and enjoy your conversation.
Do they not hate you?
Thank you for arranging everything for us, Melus.
Maybe they believe you. Maybe they don't believe that you.
Excuse me, miss. Do you need anything from us?
Yeah, okay. I was about to say they do probably fucking hate us.
Hey, Navia's all quiet. This isn't like her at all.
I'm sorry that I only came to visit after all this time. After what happened, I didn't know how I was supposed to face the two of you.
Ah, if it's about that, there's no need to apologize. After my husband died, Spina di Rosula sent us a lot of mura and support. I understood your guilt and apology to be genuine.
But aren't all of those things nothing compared to the loss of Jacques? I can understand the kind of pain that comes with losing a father so needlessly.
You don't understand at all.
She literally does,
didn't
though.
know how
She
to
literally,
face you.
she literally
Because I
does.
didn't know what I could possibly bring as a
She li-
consolation.
I mean, listen,
I
kid.
know
Whatever you
only
think,
the full truth could bring closure to you.
but she no, she
To all of
does.
us.
I'm sorry. I appreciate the sentiment, but you don't have to carry all that guilt. On the matter regarding my husband, my daughter and I have more or less found our answer already.
Would you mind sharing it with me? I really can't believe that my father could ever bring himself to shoot Jacques.
I always knew that my husband's money was earned through others' suffering. He told me countless times that if he
Huh?
could turn back the clock, he would never go into the synth
Oh,
business again.
oh, I see. No, okay,
He had
no.
many regrets, and felt that he took the idea of providing for his family too literally.
Well, I wouldn't be
For the
surprised.
longest time,
Yeah,
he
if
thought Mora was everything.
if they
So
kill.
when Mr. Callis came to him with a proposal, he accepted it almost immediately. He tried to be as careful as he could, but even so, he was still found out by the higher-ups.
They found out about his betrayal.
Exactly, they put his ass down.
Papa didn't say that exactly, but Papa did tell me that I should never be ungrateful.
Before he left that day, he told me that he had no choice. It was only later that I realized it was his final farewell to the two of us. I don't know that for sure, but you could say that's the conclusion I eventually came to. Which
Information.
is why I'm the one who should feel guilty. Callus had always taken great care of us, both when he was still alive and after he passed away. Even if he fired the shot that killed my husband, it was likely in self-defense. It is impossible for me to hate him for what he had done.
But Mama, why is Papa still the bad guy if he did the right thing? Papa always wanted to
We gotta
be a
teach
good
you about
man.
morally gray.
So
You wanna
why did
play?
he have to
You wanna
get
play a
back at him in
game
the end?
called Final Fantasy
Oh.
14?
Things aren't always as they seem.
You'll learn all about this thing called
Still
morally
feel like
gray.
your papa was a good man, right?
Yeah, Papa was a really good man. The best in the whole world.
Then you should hold on to that. If a good man had to do a bad thing, then he must have had his reasons, regardless of whether he left you a parasol or a sword. He must have done so to give you a better life.
Oh,
Thank you for everything you've told me. I will definitely find the truth. The current state of things is not something I'm willing to just sit back and accept.
Thank you. I'm very grateful to hear this from you. Even though your personality is quite different from your father's, your determination when you speak is really similar.
You really think so? That's the first time anyone said that to me.
Add her to the list. How much information do we got, bro? Hold on. Can I check that? Wait. This one.
who would have imagined that people could really turn into water?
No, Detective Paimon's back.
Who would have imagined that people... Here we go again, trying to... If Paimon was shocked, Paimon would probably help whoever Paimon finds more trustworthy. Someone like... the Traveler.
Paimon, why are you here? Oh my god.
Are you okay, Navia?
I'm
Dude,
fine.
Navi is going through it.
Let's investigate the 3 suspects next.
Dude, poor Navia.
Florent should be nearby, and we should be able to find Thierry and Uncle Marcel in the city. I'll get myself together on the way, so please don't worry.
Greetings, boss. How may I be of assistance today?
Yeah, let's.
Heard about what happened at the Opera House? Someone got turned into water right in front of us.
Yeah, I've heard. With something that dramatic, I'm sure journalists will milk it for all it's worth. And it'll be all the talk for the next several weeks.
It also reminded me, on the day that the incident happened with my father,
Is she slick with
raining
this?
outside, and we found some clothes left at the scene. After my partner here put the dots together for me, I feel like we
Is she
should try to
slick? Like, I
reopen
want to
this
know how
case.
slick is Navi? Is she gonna let him slip
Can you
up?
do me a favor and try to recall what happened that night?
She's gonna try to let him slip up.
Let me think. Mr. Callus was feeling pretty upbeat that day. So he was drinking and bantering away with us at the table.
Why is she
After that,
pre
told
mad?
us that he wanted to go get some fresh air.
She's got mad
So we let him go
pre-installed.
without thinking much of it. Who knew that we would hear 2 gunshots ring out right after? My first reaction was that Mr. Callus's life was in danger. So I grabbed my holster and made a mad dash toward the scene. But when I got there, it was already too late. Mr. Callus was standing over a dead body with a gun in his hands. All we could do was look back and forth at each other, not knowing what to say.
So you also remember 2 gunshots then?
Indeed. The guard
Ooh,
said that the first shot
that might
didn't
be the
hit
play
anyone,
then.
while the second killed Jacques. But I've never really bought that explanation. Reason being, Mr. Callus had left his gun on the table. I even made sure to confirm that before running to the scene. But according to the guards, that doesn't mean he couldn't have had other guns on his person. about the clothes left at the scene that you mentioned. Do you think there was a third person there who was turned into water?
At least from our perspective.
This guy's
my
sounding
father had
genuine,
no
but you
reason
know,
to kill.
you gotta write them
So
all
he would
down.
also have no reason to bring an extra gun with him. The gun he was holding probably belonged to Jacques, or a third person on the scene.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So you're saying Mr. Callus ended up with the gun because he seized it from one of the other guys? But hold on. If that's what had happened, then why didn't he share the truth with any of us? He didn't even want to face the Oratrice machine, and chose instead to prove his honor in a
Oh, he didn't even go through the trial?
faith in the courts after seeing someone dissolve right in front of his eyes?
He didn't even go through the trial. I thought like he went to the trial and they were like, okay, but like you still got the
Lewis
duel.
told me a thing or two.
When are we gonna? I mean, obviously we're gonna
Understand why
trial
he
by
admitted to the
combat at
duel.
some point,
I'll tell you
right?
everything
We're gonna trial by
once the
like.
whole
There's no
truth is
shot we're
revealed.
not trialing by combat.
I understand.
I'm hyped for that.
Then I'll leave Mr. Callus's honor in your hands, boss.
I want Lumine to kill somebody in broad daylight and then trial by combat.
Callus, the faithful epithet, has been a thorn in my side since the day it was invented.
That'd be so fire.
Many people have laughed at me for still calling him Mr. Callus, even after so many years have passed.
I think this guy's good.
Mr. Callus's
We can
choice
clean.
that
We
allowed
can
me
let
to
him go.
rise through the ranks of
He's
Spina
screened.
Tirasuta
Navia, he's a screened.
and live the life I lead today. No matter what others might say, he'll always be the man I respect the most. And he'll always be my boss.
Don't worry. I will definitely find the truth. You and all our other comrades at the Spina deserve to know the truth as well.
I think it's the guard guy, bro. I think it's that fucking guard. Go to Court Fontaine? Chief. I'll be flying around. Flying around at the speed of sound around here. World quest, but you know, let's Virgil? Oh shit. Never thought I'd see the day.
Hey, Thierry, it's me.
Oh, now, what brings you here, Miss Navia? I've heard that you made quite the name for yourself at the Opera House.
Oh, so you've got news of that already.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm also a member of the Guards, you know. The way you make it sound, people would think I was sent off to Poisson because I had done something wrong.
Are you sure there isn't a little bit of truth in that? Under normal circumstances, shouldn't you have been called back to the city already?
I mean, where I work is really up to me. Let's just say I enjoy the ambiance of Poisson. Callus did a fantastic job running the town, building Spina di Rasula from the ground up, clearing many obstructions
God,
in my way.
this is one of those things where like
Next to
he
impossible
sounds
to find a
obvious.
Similarly easy but high-paying job in the city.
He sounds obvious, and that might be our
Enough
throw
chit-chat.
off.
Are these two friends of yours? You here for some formal business?
Yes.
We just need him to
These
get
two are
something
my
wrong.
partners. What happened at the Opera House made us realize that Lenny's case and my father's
Bro,
were related.
I wonder if they put Lenny in jail yet.
Ah, I get it. You think there might be more to the case now that we know people got
Bro-
dissolved into water, right?
Bro couldn't
I was
be
also
he couldn't be on
flabbergasted
trial for
by
one
this.
crime because he
If
was
you want to
committing
go through
another
the
one.
original files from
Insane.
my father's case, I can help you look for them.
That'd be much appreciated. Thank you. Actually, I have another question. Do you have the authority to dispatch Gardamex?
Of course. Without them, I
Ooh.
couldn't possibly handle Poisson on my own.
Okay,
Why do you ask?
that's new
We
information.
definitely can't use them to forcefully get more evidence for your father's case.
Well, you see, just recently, we were attacked by a horde of unnumbered Gardamex in the city.
Unnumbered means that they weren't
So-
in.
If you, hypothetically, wanted to do something against me,
Why is she
Get rid of
doing
the
this to him?
serial numbers and send them after me.
Then you think too highly of my abilities. Dispatching mecha is very different from controlling them. If
Ah.
I had to make an analogy, when you order a dish, the chef will make it for you. You can ask the chef to cook, but not to massage your shoulders or carry your baggage. If you try to make unreasonable demands, the chef would just think you're out of your mind and ignore you completely. The same goes for me and my Gardamex. Removing a serial number is also not as easy as you might think. There are a lot of complex steps to it, and it's almost impossible to keep it a secret. So I can promise you, those mecha were definitely private units.
Okay.
They're certainly not cheap. So whoever their owner is must be super rich, powerful, or both. Now that you mention it, though,
Cloran came to that
maybe
same
the simple
conclusion.
business would definitely be profitable enough to afford this.
Right. Okay. Everything's
Then
lining
you're
up.
officially in the clear, Thierry.
Oh, thank you for the vote of confidence, Navia.
So she's clearing off people herself.
I'd like to wish you all the best with your investigation. I'll be staying
Damn,
in the
is it
city
really-
for a little while, so
Is it
consider
really
finding
the
me if you
guy
need any
with
support from the guards?
the guy with the company? I mean, that would make the most sense because they have the most to gain. He has the most to gain. This is just some guy. The other one is just some guy. You're running a whole ass company. I mean, now you got. It's like there's stakes involved. There's things in there. There's extra shit that you want. Was it underneath the city or is it just right here? Also, is Child gonna show back up? Like what the hell are they cooking in this goddamn expansion, bro? Hold on. We have Child's thing. Yeah. Dude, Child's vision. They've just been setting up. Oh, it's some lady.
Hello, how may I help you?
Oh no, she probably
I'm
works for
here to
him.
see Marcel.
Yeah.
Could you please let him
Yeah,
know?
she probably works.
You can just say Navia's looking for him. Sure, I will let him know right away.
Okie dokie.
Ah, Navia, hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm not as young as I used to be, so my legs are giving out a bit.
Oh, it's all right, Uncle Marcel. There's no need to stress. I just wanted to talk to you briefly about what happened in the Opera House. I'm sure you saw everything too, right?
Yes, I've never seen anything so strange.
Oh, you were at the Opera House too?
That's right. I went there with Navia to see the magic show. Who knew
Is
it would turn
that
into a
true?
murder mystery?
I don't
I
remember
also
him there.
witnessed your marvelous sleuthing work. Quite
Oh.
impressive.
Okay, well.
To beat the Hydro Archon at her own game on her own turf, I can already imagine everyone.
Dude, Farina is crying in a corner right now. I'd love them to cut to Farina just like in tears. Just complete tears in a corner.
It's just how Fontaine is as a nation. Everyone loves drama and theatrics.
They gotta get over that.
You've also noticed that other thing, right? The fact that humans can dissolve in water?
Yes.
Specifically
I was reminded of your
Fontaine
father's case
people.
Right away. Is that what you're investigating now?
Exactly. I still don't have much solid proof, but I can sense that the other side has already begun to act.
Oh, and what makes you say that?
We were attacked on Araneus by some unnumbered Gardamex. And there was also an attempt to get me to drink water from the primordial sea. If not for the vigilance of my partner, I probably wouldn't even be here talking to you right now.
Oh, you're giving us too much
It was literally an accident.
protected us?
It was literally an accident.
It seems things are heating up again. The peace that Callus sought so dearly will soon become a thing of the past. But rest assured, Navia, Poisson will always remain safe.
Poisson.
If you're scared, you can always return there. If anyone dares to lay their hands on you there, the Confrérie of Cabrières will use its funds to the last Mora to bring them to justice.
Thank you, Uncle Marcel. But I don't intend to go into hiding. I'm going to strike while the
We're
iron
pulling
shines.
up, bro. Navi is really that
Thoughts on my
bitch.
father's case?
She is pulling up.
About that.
We're pulling up,
Sorry,
guns blazing,
age is catching up with me.
sword
So it'll
out.
take me a while to recall my memory. The Confrérie was responsible for that banquet, so I was out and about the whole time making sure things were running smoothly. I didn't even have the time to drink with the guests. Then I heard the sound of a gunshot, and the rest was history.
One gunshot. Hold on. Caught his
It's
ass.
okay. No need to push yourself.
Caught
I'll
him.
ask around some more. See if there are any valuable clues elsewhere.
Sounds good. Just let me know if you ever need Mora.
Caught him, bro. One gunshot.
Comes from Calus'
Caught.
patronage and
He's
support.
cooked.
I'll
He's
spend however
done.
much it takes to clear his name.
He's done, so. He's quite foggy. He will definitely. He's willing to defend. What were the clues of Navia? Okay, let me take a piss real quick, Navia. Navia, let me pee first. Jeez Louise.
I really want to go traveling. I don't mind where we go, as long as I have my friends with me.
Okay. Let's get back to it, shall we? Where are we? Up?
We've talked to all three suspects, purely based on their conversations with me.
None of them sounded particularly suspicious.
I suppose that's to be expected, though. If a single conversation's all that's needed to find them out, then my father wouldn't have needed to investigate the case for so many years. Anyway, even though we didn't make a breakthrough, let's still compile what we were able to find.
But where should we start? Ah, you're right! Flora mentioned that Calus probably only ended up with the gun because of circumstance. That makes sense.
According to Jacques' family members, he already told them that he had been discovered, and that he had no choice before he left home that day.
He had no choice.
If
That
he
sounded
had
like he
guessed,
would have
he
done
had
some
probably
crazy shit.
received an order from the synth boss to kill my father.
Right.
Had he refused, he and his family's lives would have been forfeit.
Probably.
So, Jacques fired the first shot?
If I was shocked, I wouldn't have fired a shot at all. Really?
And why is that?
Why is that? Yeah. Please, Lumine, let us know. Why is that? Could you guarantee? Could he guarantee his safety? That's true.
Ooh, that's a good
That's
point.
actually a really good
Jacques
point.
probably already knew that he was just being used as a tool
Yeah,
for
he was gonna get cooked
and once
anyway.
he had completed
That's
his
facts.
mission, he'd be of no more use to his
Yeah, they were gonna
boss.
erase him next.
So, what would make more sense from his perspective would be to turn his back on the order and seek protection from my father. Makes sense. But without evidence, that's still just a theory.
Yeah, we don't know who this third person is. We don't know where they could have went.
Besides Jacques, the attack from the Gardamex has been bothering me quite a bit as well. It's obvious that our enemy has become more antsy after the secret of the primordial seawater was revealed.
Yeah, they just went straight for her, which is kind of crazy.
That we'd follow this lead to the end?
Given everything that's happened since, it's quite possible. But who among the three suspects would have the ability to control privately owned Gardamex? Uncle Marcel? My father did really trust him. And they worked together on a large number of projects. Maybe that's how he got to know Jacques. And with funds from the Confrérie, he could also afford a large number of Gardamex. It's still really hard for me to imagine, though.
He's literally the only
Uncle
one.
Marcel has been around since I was just a child.
He's the only one.
Also, wouldn't this mean he has been spending a whole lot of Mora and energy to fight his own synth business?
Now, yes. Oh. We're writing it down. I mean, let's... I love this shot of me. Holy shit.
Thierry Rousset? Huh. It is possible that he's figured out a way to convert the Gardamex for personal use. But I didn't feel like he was lying when he was...
I didn't feel like the other guy was lying either.
I also don't think he'd be able to keep that kind of tampering under wraps.
Yeah. Had he actually tampered with the mecha, we'd be able to prove it with a simple check of the guard's inventory. If the mecha were taken from the guards, it should be pretty easy to find out when and how that happened.
And then maybe it was someone else, and we only have one left.
Florent? It is true that he was closest to my father, and thus had the best chance of learning about his dealings with Jacques. But as Spina di Rosula's advisor, his work mostly deals with personnel and security, so he shouldn't have much means when it comes to finances.
So you're saying he's too broke to afford a mecha army?
Pro is poor. Can't do that.
Exactly. He can't. And even if he could, I don't think he would be able to dispatch a whole group so
Well,
quickly.
what if it was none of them that did that then?
Could it be?
I think. Play the music. Cue the song. Why am I missing information? Oh no, there's one more that we just don't have. Interesting. Okay, so what are we looking for here? Which of the three suspects are most likely to commit the crime? I mean, it's gotta be him. Like, it's gotta be him.
You know, if you think everything through, Uncle Marcel is indeed the most suspicious of them all.
Oh, thank you,
Would
Navia.
we be missing other suspects? Malus didn't know about the people turning into water thing when he narrowed it down to these three, did he?
Malus has always been very reliable, and his
Bro, what if it's
trustworthiness
Malus?
has been fair and well considered.
Oh
When he
my
laid out his
god.
case for the three, The rationale he gave me made a lot of sense as well.
What if it's
The
Malou?
suspect is knowledgeable about the Spina's internal affairs.
That would be
has the
crazy.
dispatch Mecha to assassinate us, and possesses significant intellect and foresight. Even if I don't want to believe it, I'm starting to see how things could all tie back to Uncle Marcel.
Well, we still have another trump card on top of all the theorizing and speculating.
Yes, Malus did
Let's
say
fucking
that
go.
trying to
Let's
get away
go.
would be extremely risky, but we don't have any other options right now.
Let's just pull the fuck up.
We need far more solid proof before we can hope to go charging in on our enemy.
Navia, here you are. Oh, I've been looking for you.
Huh? Aren't you the guy from the guards? Did something happen?
Why are guards spelled like that, by the way?
News came from Irenaeus just after you left. We've got
Irenaeus.
another trial on our hands.
Oh shit.
Isn't that place built specifically for holding trials? What's so newsworthy about this one?
I know. But they said the person they're putting on trial is a Fatui harbinger called Tartaglia.
Child is now on trial. But Child wants to fight Cloran anyway. So he's not even gonna worry about the trial. He's like, bro, let me pull up. His Child's gonna be like, yo, let me fight her then.
What? Is that someone you know?
It is someone we know. We have his vision. I was literally just questioning that, by the way.
Even a little too well.
That we were carrying around his vision.
He's been accused of being the true culprit behind the serial disappearance.
Okay, well, he's not.
It's absurd, don't you think?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
How? None of our investigations have had anything to do with him.
I'm pretty sure it's
I thought
not
it was
Child.
strange about it, so I came to tell you the news right away. If the charge against him stands, then it'll be next to impossible to get the guards to support any of our planned investigations.
Okay, but is it Farina who did that? Did Farina's bitch ass do that again? I'll pull up, bro. Let me pull up.
Harder than to clear Mr. Callus's name.
Let me pull up, man. Oh my god, I gotta save another guy. At least Child is like our frenemy.
Partner, what do you think we should do? We still haven't found any conclusive evidence.
Child is like our frenemy. We can go save his ass. Why not?
Huh? Split up? What do you mean?
Oh. No, see, Lumina's smart. She can solo. She can solo. Yes, sir.
Just as expected of my partner.
She can solo.
Since this is a trial about the serial disappearances case.
Damn, but I'm interested in the trial though.
Will be focused on Irenaeus, leaving his home base wide open. You're right. This is our best opportunity.
Hopefully they still show us some of the trial. I'm interested in the trial. Like, how did we even get?
Chance of making that charge stick though, unless we find more evidence. It'll be up to you to make it back in time and hand the decisive evidence to me.
We'll help you, just like you helped us in Lenny's trial.
Demoiselle, please allow us.
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready.
Ah, Malou, Silver, when did you two get here?
We heard that you'll be leaving Poisson and figured that you might require our assistance. It's our hope that your confidence will be bolstered with the two of us by your side.
Thank you so much. Then, let's make haste for Irenaeus.
I love that she has two goons. Suspect analysis. Okay, well we're gonna pull up on the fucking.
Now that Navia has set out for Irenaeus, we should also get going. The location is already.
Whoops, sorry, Paimon. So what is? Oh no, we gotta do this. Oh, you guys unlocked this? Wait! Oh my god! Hold on.
Ready.
There we go.
If these items are unclaimed,
Well, there's...
we may take them without controversy.
Well, I already did one? Hold on, you guys don't understand? Bro, Yay Lin is tomorrow. Like, I need these primos, like, today. Bruh. Do we need this too? Gotta bring both?
If these items are unclaimed, we may take them without controversy. A stroke of good luck.
Easy
A very
peasy.
welcome one.
Okay, where are we going? Is right outside. Right here? Oh no.
According to Malusa's info,
Oh, it's underwater.
the Synth production base is underwater. Let's go and try to find the entrance.
Dude, actual underwater in the story? I didn't know if they would do that or not. I mean, at least I didn't expect that now. Well, let me grab this. If you guys don't mind me murdering everything I see underwater, by the way. It's a precaution. Bro. My favorite one is the bomb. I wish there was one around so I can get that. I mean, at least he's... Oh? Is it? I wonder if it's a domain. It could be. Oh, it looks... Yeah, it is.
So this is the entrance that leads to the Synth production base. It sure doesn't seem out of the ordinary at all. You're right. An important place like this is bound to have a
Is she talking in my mind? Why is she echoing?
Navia's probably arguing up a storm right now to stall for us.
Wait, please show that. Please show it. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. I'm the only one who wants to see this. I'm the only one who wants to see this. Was it Farina's bitch ass
It would
again?
appear that I must repeat my question again, Mr. Tartaglia. Do you accept the charge that you are the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
He's gonna say
To
yes.
be perfectly honest, I don't understand your country's complicated court system, or the reason why I'm being charged with something I've never even heard of. However, I did hear that people who have been charged can choose to participate in
I
a duel
fucking
to
knew
claim
it.
their name.
I knew
Is
it.
that right?
I
In which
knew it.
case, as long as I accept the charge, I can have an all-out fight with that champion duelist Clorend, right? I've got to admit, that's one of the most enticing
Dude,
offers I've ever
Nualette is like, this guy's a fucking
When I
idiot.
privately sparred with her last time, she was obviously holding back. Real disappointing.
Hey, don't you understand? You're currently the prime suspect for a major case. This isn't the place for you to be looking for fights.
Oh? Sounds like the Hydro Archon wants to lecture me on the ways of the Opera House. Then why don't you duel me too?
Oh my god, wait, he's actually my guy now. He's-
No. That's not what I meant.
Alas, it would appear that communication with the defendant is going poorly. We have made
Bro, they're trying to solve this civilly.
In that case, let me explain everything from the very beginning.
They're trying to solve this shit civilly. And Child is like, no, 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 fuck all that, bro. I'll fight everyone in this building right now.
That case had nothing to do with him. You've got the wrong man. Huh? What's going on? Why is she interjecting again?
I told you it couldn't be one of the Fatui harbingers.
Miss Navia, this is the second time you've interrupted the court proceedings.
Miss
I
Navia.
tolerated your behavior last time because you were able to provide the court with a key eyewitness. But that was an exception rather than standard court protocol. I can very well charge you with contempt of court for your interjections.
Oh, please. Did you ever think I had any respect for this place's pointless theatrics?
She hates the system, dude. I love
Put
it.
that discussion aside for now. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to charge the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case. And if my charges prove true, then Tartaglia here will be proven innocent by default. Correct?
Oh, a young lady has charged in and offered to clear my name.
Okay. Child, I don't know what happened between Leeway and now, but he's kind of my guy. He's kind of my guy now.
Is there nothing else for me to do now?
You may take a seat for now in the audience, but that doesn't mean the suspicions against you have been lifted. Now then, Miss Navia, who is the person you would like to charge instead?
That person is...
Fuck. Wait, put me back at the domain. Wait, no, Navia, I'm cooked. Navia, no. How much information is irrelevant? None. Okay. Based on the evidence. Okay, it's not. Who is the true culprit? Are we going with Marcel? Like they can't. Dude, I thought we were going with Marcel, but then now we're back. Like now we're backed out. Like it's the Traveler. Where's that option? Where's that option? I'm gonna put him. Bro, we're gonna.
The head of Confrérie of Cabriere. Huh? What Confrérie? Never heard of them in my life.
I've heard of them, but weren't they Spina di Rosula's sister organization?
Oh, is this going to
Bro.
be a friends to enemies type situation?
Oh my gosh, these people think they're watching movies. We gotta put a stop to this. First of all, we gotta go slap Farina and wake her up. I don't know what's going on over there.
And if the charge fails, depending on the circumstances, you may also be charged with the crime of making a false accusation. Knowing this, do you still wish to charge this man?
Yes, I do.
See, so far, the game has never put me in a situation where I could be game over. So I feel like...
Please contact Mr. Marcel right away so that he may stand trial.
Let Farina be a failure? No, she can be a failure. But we gotta put an end to this like horseshit court system.
Correct?
Apologies. It all just happened so quickly. I still haven't figured out what's going on. I think an attorney won't be necessary. This is probably just a misunderstanding between me and Navia.
Very well. In that case, since both sides have now arrived, Miss Navia, please present your charges.
Ah, shit.
I would like to take everyone back to 3 years ago, to the case of Callus the Unfaithful.
He also said there was only one gunshot, though.
Can we connect all the dots?
So it's him. It has to be him. I'm gonna lock it. We're gonna lock it. Navia, we're locking it.
I was the one who killed your father? Come on.
That's not what we said.
Why would I do that? Callus
No. You're not the one that killed it.
Both you and I only ran to the scene when we heard the sound of a gun. If that's enough to make me a suspect,
You said something else completely. What? You said a completely different thing.
There's no point in getting into the specifics right now. The audience doesn't even have the big picture yet. Even I'm struggling to remember some details of that case.
Farina.
Correct, Your Honor. I must refresh everyone's memory about that case before I can explain my charge and reasoning.
I see.
Can we skip that?
In which case, I will recount the findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage.
Let's just Oh?
On the day of the murder, Spina di Rosula
Oh, I
hosted
see.
a large banquet in a countryside estate owned by the Confrérie of Cabrières. During the banquet, all attending guests heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. When the guests arrived at the scene, they found the primary suspect
2
Callus
gunshots,
holding a gun,
specifically.
while his acquaintance Jacques lay dead from a gunshot wound.
Mhm.
The guards' investigation did not recover any other firearms from the scene. As a result, they concluded that the suspect's first shot must have missed, while the second must have taken Jacques' life. The suspect did not dispute this conclusion, and also declined to defend himself in court. Instead, he
I
chose
wish
to
we got
plead
chopped. So
innocence
I'm
to
a
the duel.
sorry. I still like the court stuff. This is fun. For some reason, I'm having a good time. But I would have liked to see Child. I would have liked them to just skip it. Child versus Clorinde. I would have paid money. I would have paid money, man. God. Anyway, all right. Let's solve the case now. So
Callus was defeated by champion duelist Clorinde in the ensuing duel, and soon succumbed to the injuries. These are the known facts about the case.
The one with the motive to kill was Jacques, not my father. And even so, Jacques still had no reason to pull the trigger. In truth, the third person shot Jacques first, and was shot in turn by my father when my father seized the gun from him. After that, the true culprit turned the third person into water, erasing all traces of him from the scene.
this is literally it. That's it.
For the summary, Your Honor.
That's it. Thanks, Navia.
The guard's conclusion appeared quite sensible to us. at the
I mean,
time.
that's it.
However, we should revisit the case now that we've gained new information about the abilities of water from the primordial sea.
Alrighty. Wait. Shit, go back. The day is Spina di Rosula hosted a banquet in the courtside estate it owned. No, I mean, that's correct. I mean, that is what happened. That is what happened. During the banquet, all attendees, I guess, heard 2 gunshots in the courtyard. According to investigations, Callus had noticed. This is true. No.
The testimony of the victim's family confirms that Jacques had thoughts of assassinating Callus when he set out for the banquet. However,
Dude, if Ace Attorney was all voiced, we could do that. But I doubt it is.
hoping to seek the latter's protection. Unfortunately for Jacques, the true culprit had already considered this possibility and had sent out another assassin.
And the guests arrived at the scene. They found the primary suspect. Hey, some investigation is done. There was no possibility that anyone else could have done the deed. After conducting a re-investigation, it is now certain that Callus did not bring a gun with him. Moreover, the details of the case. Third person. Well, what is this?
Something's...
Okay, then it's this one. What? Oh, I didn't. Okay, sure.
First shot Jacques, then turned to shoot Callus, only for Callus to
Yeah, I mean
wrestle
they don't let you
and
fail.
kill him instead.
So you could just brute force it, but that's no fun. That's no fun. Does not recover any other firearms from the scene. As a suspect, they concluded that the first shot must have missed, Well, the second one took Jock's life. No, what we know... Danganronpa stream? Fuck off. Sorry, I didn't... that was... I didn't mean to... I didn't... I mean, at least we're all on the same. At least we're on the same. We're both on the same wavelength on that one. At least we both knew. Instinctively, we both knew. Okay. Oh my god, that shit is not happening. All right, that shit is not happening. Oh man.
A pile of clothing was found at the scene. The guards once believed they were used by Jacques as a costume to disguise himself. But now, it is clear that the clothes were proof.
He'd be advocating for it? Yeah. That's his favorite game, because there's a bear character, right?
Water after committing the murder. Since it was raining that day, the culprit was confident that they could use the rain to wash away all traces of their dissolved accomplice.
That's it.
Realizing this,
That's
the
it?
true culprit caused the hired assassin to dissolve into water, leading everyone to
Wait, her
believe
dad looks cool.
Callis was responsible for Jacques' murder. This is the true version of events.
Sick.
Ah, so that's what happened. Wait, you're telling me something as dangerous as water from the primordial sea has been used for all these years?
Yeah.
What a great theory. It also explains Callus's and Jacques' respective motives. I guess they didn't shoot each other after all.
Mr. Marcel, you are the one being charged with the crime. Provide a rebuttal if you wish to prove your innocence.
Ah, but I think I agree with everything Navia just said. In fact, there was nothing in her speech that directly implicated me.
Then, may I ask some questions? In my opinion, we primarily need to determine two things.
Opinions?
One, do you have the
Somebody
evidence
stop
to
her.
back up your claims?
I'm afraid not. At least not at this very moment.
Boo! Don't boo me.
You should just go home.
I may not have the evidence with me, but I know where I could go to collect it. If we look up the deserted clothes against a record of people who went missing around the same time, we should be able to find a match.
I was gonna say the same shit, bro. You could look at their clothes.
Probably kept careful records of all missing persons from around that time, regardless of age or gender.
That makes sense to me. Monsieur Neuvillette, I would
Imagine being charged with a massive criminal. Dude, I can't, like, this is so fucked. Like, this entire system is so fucked.
Farina's acting a little differently today.
Yeah, she is. Exactly, she is. Hold on.
Herself again?
Alternatively,
She might be in. She might be. She might be more afraid.
My second question.
She also probably feels really bad about it too.
The truth is indeed as you described. Then why didn't Mr. Callis explain himself in court? If he had testified that a person had been dissolved, he could have at least mounted a defense.
I thought about this too, and the answer is actually pretty simple. He felt there were things that were more important to him. The dissolving power of water from the primordial sea is an important secret for the true culprit of
I don't know the answer to Farina yet. I think something is definitely going on in her brain.
To take it to the grave. At that time, Spina di Rosula was in dire straits.
Like, I don't know why she lets this happen.
He had no guarantee that going forward with the
Like, because she's the god of justice. You don't put justice with your showbiz. Like, that's not, this doesn't work. So I don't really, I don't understand what the fuck is her
Selected as the
problem.
next target of the serial disappearances case.
But so far, she's funny. She's a funny character.
Gotten out, the culprit would have fought an all-out war with Espina right there and then.
That's true.
I wouldn't
This
have
did
been the only
happen.
one in danger. All of us would have stood to lose our lives. Of course, the guards might eventually figure out the truth of the matter and determine that we were in the right. But what good would that do? How can a hollow verdict protect anyone? Had this opera house ever given my father any kind of confidence in its brand of justice, Spina di Rosula would have had no reason to exist. But by staying silent, we retain the ability to deter our opponents and continue the stalemate. I was able to become Spina di Rosula's president, which made me harder to target, as well as giving me more time to grow and learn. And once I have figured out the truth and stepped up to the challenge,
I wonder why specifically.
cannot and restore my father's truth and honor back to him.
So, you mean to say, your father intended to die in the duelist's ring?
That's right.
Do you have any proof?
Of course. All you need is to ask his opponent, Clarand.
Clarand's like, fuck,
I
dude.
don't need your apology, your guilt.
Clarand's like, shit.
To do anything for my sake. But since he entrusted his will to you, Clarand, you should tell us the truth about his sacrifice.
I hope they at least become friends.
During the duel, did you believe that Callus was intending to die?
Yes, I did. As a champion duelist, I've fought many battles and taken a countless number of dishonored lives. In my line of work, I've seen all kinds of people give their all for the faintest hope to continue living. Some were determined, others passionate, and some even manic and twisted. Just one look and I can tell if a duelist is hoping to live or if they're looking to die.
But he said he spoke to you,
I
though.
swear on my name and honor as a champion duelist that Mr. Callus never intended to leave the ring alive.
Okay. That's real shit.
Since that's your testimony, I have no more questions. It appears there really are good grounds to reopen this case.
I concur. However, Miss Navia, you still have not explained the link between your father's case and the serial disappearances case.
Huh?
Right?
What do you
What you
mean?
said was fascinating, but kind of beside the point.
Wait, weren't they just talking
What do you
about the
mean?
serial disappearances case?
We were talking. The disappearing people. They're what?
Are connected via a matter of timing. In my father's case, the culprit intended to kill Bolzjak and Callus. As a result, they planned to act after hearing 2 gunshots. And at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of everyone because they realized they were at risk of being identified. The culprit could only time their actions so precisely if they were already at the scene. Coincidentally,
Holy shit. Wait a minute. I didn't even think of
the
that.
banquet and the trial.
So that's why you suspected me. Even after hearing your reasoning, I still can't help but find it.
Holy shit. She was thinking way more than me.
You've always been an impulsive and sentimental child, Navia. It's one of your most endearing traits.
Obviously, we can't go this. Like, there's no way there's 3 different. There's no way there's 3 different cutscenes, depending on who you have.
Everything you just said was true. Can you prove that I was the only person present at both events?
Yeah.
On top of that, does a person have to be physically present to control the timing?
Yeah.
Can't someone remotely monitor the place?
How? Wait a minute. How? How would you?
Know what you can say to that?
How would
Know
you,
that
though?
Even with that, you might still think you can reduce the list of suspects with some further investigations until I'm the only one left on the list. Alas.
Alright, we gotta switch back over to Lumine. We gotta go.
Accusation of murder from a girl you see as your own daughter. But if I were to dismiss this completely, you'd also think I'm not being considerate of your feelings. Ah well, let Uncle Marcel teach you another lesson. Do you know what the biggest flaw in your reasoning is?
Oh?
I suppose you're gonna tell me anyways.
It's timing again. I'm a businessman by trade, From that standpoint, there's no reason for me to kidnap young women. It's a high-risk action with nothing to gain. In addition, I left my home in Snezhnaya when I was young to hunt poisson and work in some trade. My business only thrived when I received Callus's patronage. But the disappearances began before I ever stepped foot in Fontaine.
Damn, cooked.
I do apologize, Demoiselle. This was my mistake.
No.
Okay, it would be really funny if we have to start all over.
I'm sure he had come prepared.
Is there anything else you'd like
It would be
to say?
really funny if we had to start all over.
Date of my first business license against the first known case of the serial disappearances? You can also take a look at my border entry records, or ask my friends and family when I left Snezhnaya for the first time. Could those records and testimonies do something to appease the unspeakable anguish in your heart?
Seems like she got the wrong guy.
At this rate, Navia will be convicted for falsely accusing him.
I think you've done a superb job of dissecting your father's feelings as he neared the end of his life. But aren't you going against all of his wishes and expectations right now? He wished for you to become more rational, collected, and conscientious, instead of dwelling only on your own feelings.
Okay, well,
once you've learned to be more considerate of others' feelings,
I would have been convinced if he's not just attacking her like now. I would have been completely convinced if he wasn't just attacking her.
This isn't just about me, and it never has been. The biggest difference between me and the rest of the victims is that I still have the ability to search for the truth, while that same agency has long been taken from them. The people whose families were destroyed by synth abuse, the people who lost their loved ones to the serial disappearances, and the people who suffered tragic ends due to their sense of justice. Many people's images are flashing before my eyes. I'm sure some are coming to those of you in the audience as well. And whose image do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named Vacher?
Holy moly! No way! Oh shit! Navia's actually the fucking goat. Holy shit! What the hell? Oh my god! No, you're donezo. Nah, now we just gotta find the evidence. Now we gotta get in here. Oh, we're in the base already. We're already in. Okay. What is this? Party set? Oh, they let me. Okay, well, okay, hold on. Well, if they're letting me do this, then hold on. Hold on. If they're letting me do this, and let me lock in. Let me lock in. If they're letting me do this, let me lock in. Can I move you? Yeah. No. Okay.
Into the shadows.
Wait, okay. This is don't follow my rotations, gamer. Don't look at my Genshin rotations. They're bad.
Time to testify.
Whoa! The floor is going up! Is it because of this mechanism in the middle? That guy really prepared a lot of stuff for this place.
Dude, it's crazy because I thought we were cooked in the case until she brought up that guy. And the fact that nobody knows, like, nobody has recollection of him. And then he was like, oh shit. Like, he fucked up right there. Well, dude, now we're getting domains with like, where you gotta go in and out of the water, dude. It's a Zelda. Now it's a real Zelda game, bro. What, dude? More Zelda game accusations. The Zelda fans will not recover. Global changed the font on UI Goku? You mean like... Is it Times New Roman instead? I know, I never... Wait! Oh yeah! No, yeah, I did see that. And I questioned it, but... I don't know, I was like, okay, sure, it's a global moment. It's another certified global moment.
A bitter pill to swallow.
I think, you know, even after the sync, global's just gonna be weird forever.
Like an emergency.
I actually agree. I think he should have been buffed on global. I agree. All they needed to do was change it to turn 5 from start of battle on global, and then on JP he has from start of turn. Bro, holy shit. What a buff. I think he probably would be competing with Beast, like literally competing with Beast. This is the best part about the water, by the way. I could act like a dolphin. This is Disney movie music, bro. What is happening? Also, what are we gonna discover down here? Like, I have no guesses. Yeah, let me pull up. I love that we have all the Fontaine characters. Or a good number of them. Even though, like, this is my first time in Fontaine. I think that's funny. Wait, I want to use the... Oh.
Taking a turn for the better.
Where evil lurks, shoot on sight. Loaded. What a disgrace.
Oh? Eh?
After all that, we finally made it.
Is the water going up?
Though, as expected, the mastermind isn't here. That's right. Then let's hurry up and find some evidence so we can get back to the opera house and
No, but I mean, maybe he might not be the mastermind, but he might be really close. Like, I don't think that guy's the mastermind, but he might be super close. I think this is all the evidence we need to see.
What's this over here? Looks like some kind of place for research. Experiment number 16 aims to verify Jacob Ingold's research conclusions on the primordial sea and use his theory as a foundation to achieve a breakthrough. The experiment was a failure. No individual individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea. Female specimens 22, 23, and 24 were dissolved.
So what are they trying to do? They're trying to turn people into water, but then potentially bring them back?
Sorry, Traveler. Paimon will try her best. It's just that Paimon's never read something so scary before. How could someone write something that terrible in such a matter-of-fact tone? You read the rest.
You read the rest. It means like, I'll fucking handle it. I'll fucking handle it, yeah. Research. The goal of the researcher is to save his lover, a woman named okay, well, I can't. I know this is French, so I know that I can't. Who was dissolved? What if it's the?
That's why you did all of these experiments.
What if it's the same
Really think he'd be able to find a way just by dissolving
guy?
people over and
What if it's the? What if it's the guy? Yes! Holy shit! Holy shit! Whoa!
Isn't that the name you heard by the fountain?
Damn, I didn't think these would just come in so quickly. Okay, so Fontaine is about like, all right, we're gonna introduce this thing. Boom, that shit's already on the table. Okay. Isn't the name? He's the researcher.
You mean Vacher is the one who
And that's why his wife is saying forget him. But apparently, Vacher is erased from existence. We don't like. Where did he go? Did he dissolve himself?
So that's it. Vacher was no victim, but personally took his lover and... No, that's not it either. If that's the case, why would he want people to resurface from the water?
No, I mean, it probably happened by accident or something, and then now he's trying to bring her back.
In any case, Paimon will write it all down.
Oh? Well, that's only one. It's only one piece of information. Bro, do we need more than that?
There's so much synth here, and so many bottles of ingredients that probably just contain the waters of the primordial sea.
Also, Primordial Sea, is that an actual place? Like, is there actually a sea? The Primordial Sea? Is there? Or they just call it that for whatever reason.
They've also got all the synth pretty clearly labeled. Whoa, there's even fruit-flavored synth?
Paimon. This is where they produce sin.
Super obvious.
I mean, yeah, Navia essentially concluded that they're essentially the same thing. It's just that it's more a more advanced version of synth is the Primordial Sea, or synth is a less dangerous version of Primordial Sea, something like that. Pink accessories. There's a name too.
Paimon sees it too, but why are all these cute things labeled with different girls' names?
It probably is their clothes. It's their.
From the serial disappearances? They were brought here?
Yeah, and erased.
They were turned into water.
Holy shit. Okay.
These names. That means... Oh, this is terrible.
This might be proof that this was their final stop. Okay. Alright, this is getting pretty dark here.
Let's see what's written here. Nothing escapes Detective Paimon's eyes.
Put the glasses back on. Well, no, we're not in court.
Alice. Navia's father. Oh, this seems to be an investigation report on him. Yep. It's about finding someone to confidence that Jacques himself would go through with it.
Oh, dude, we solved it. Yeah,
The existence of the third person,
yeah,
right?
we solved the entire fucking case. We solved the entire case. Farina is no longer being a clown. It's not. It's not fun anymore.
Certain members of his organization. The old dog's a real menace to deal with. Even if he abides by the promise he's made to us, he will still have the upper hand. He can act whenever he
But I mean, if this is, we're in
miserable.
Act 2, so Act 3 should start being about her.
Entirely. I concur. Let's send someone to kill him. He won't declare war as long as we don't touch Navia. Oh, seems like we've got a bunch of
Dude, the fact that Navia is like the peace treaty is kind of insane here. Oh, it's like they touch her. I mean, war was getting declared.
They're all just so evil.
Okay. Oh, is that a smash letter? Let's get the bookshelf. This is where we just were? Oh, here we go. I was like, are we not going to investigate this thing?
Look! There's an important looking basin over here. And it's full of water.
Must be the water from the Primordial Sea.
That means this is where they make all the synth. And that special water is the main ingredient.
Yeah, what the fuck is this? Farina? Hello, god of Archon of Hydro. Get to it. What is this?
We've looked at almost everything here, and it seems like our theories were spot on. But
I think he witnessed his wife disappear. Somehow, some way. He's not the main. This guy's not the main culprit. Somebody did this to his wife, and then he was like, "Yo, dude, I'll be the researcher." And then he eventually, well, you know what? No. He's the main culprit, but there's someone else on top of this. Is what I'm thinking.
we haven't found anything that reveals his true identity. No wonder even Neuvillette wasn't able to find anything. Whoever it is probably destroyed everything to do with that name a long time ago. That way, even if we bring all this back to the opera, we won't be able to identify the true culprit. Sure thing. Paimon won't admit defeat to this guy either.
Okay, we're looking again. Back over here, maybe. Nothing was identified. Can we go back here? No. Can I go? Here? Well, let's try something. We were here. This is dude. This is fucked. When you think about this, is just like he's just stacking up women. It's kind of fucking crazy. Like dead women over here. Holy shit. That is fucked. Back to the bottles. No. Oh, we're back in here.
That side, and Paimon will take this side. Check everything carefully. We'll find something for sure.
Oh, perhaps he dissolved himself. Tech UI is, dude. Yeah, when he transforms, you win. I mean, it's that simple.
And Paimon can't even find snacks either.
Paimon. Oh, she found it. What did we find?
What Paimon see? Vinier.
Solo the final Gogeta
Vache's
phase.
lover's name?
Hold on, chat. Hold.
Found her diary.
Oh, that's okay.
Aw, it's just a normal diary chronicling their love story. She was so sweet too.
But we can learn more about them. She made a list of baby names. Wait a minute. What is this about the fucking reveal? Who?
So many! A whole page's worth! But they're all crossed out.
No, she circled one.
Was she unhappy with all of them? The final name she decided on was Marcel.
Oh.
Marcel's pretty old. Has this case been going on for so long that he's Vacher and Venier's grown son?
Okay, what the fuck? Wait. So this has been happening for... So he just straight up lied in court and said that he came here. Well, maybe he was... like, adopted. I'm sorry, Michael. I'm so invested right now. Yeah, UI Goku is that fucking guy. Kind of similar to, you know, like Super Saiyan 4 from last year. Except that he didn't, like, UI Goku's not going to fall off a cliff in 2 seconds. Because UI Goku doesn't have, like, a run me in slot 1 or I suck in his passive. Right? So he's not going to just fall off a cliff. Me and you both, Paimon. Yeah, me and you both, Paimon. I'm still kind of... Marcel? Oh, what the fuck, dude? If he's their son, she's dead. That dude is at least 55. That dude is at least 55. If she was writing baby names in this journal, well, we don't know what page that was. We don't, dude. Do I just let it rock? I mean, I'm gonna have to figure it out. The game is gonna be like, okay, she figured it out, and I'll be like, I mean, I actually have to take it.
Marcel.
I need to take a piss.
A man named Vacher? Oh, so you do know that name.
I need to take a piss, bro.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
Yeah, no, this guy's cooked. But I want, like, how does this even work? Like, how does this resolve is crazy. Like, whoever they got to write these Fontaine cases right now, like, they're in their bag. They're in their bag. Holy moly. Alright, gamers, we're back. We're back. Let's turn the auto back
I
on.
was waiting for you to say that.
Damn, we came back just in time.
As expected of my partner. I just knew you'd return in the nick of time.
Just how often do you intend to flout the rules of this court?
Dude, knew that. Ooh.
Given their confidence, I expect they've found the crucial evidence.
Huh? We put this shit straight up. Hold on, do we need to go? We don't need to go further than this, right? Yeah, I was gonna say we just throw that
But
immediately.
the truth of it, Marcel, is that you've always been Vacher.
Huh?
Huh?
We've investigated your lair and we already know everything. After your lover, Vinier, was dissolved, you kept abducting young women to experiment on the hopes of bringing her back to you. You even created Marcel as a new identity and destroyed all records of your past as Vacher.
That makes
So
sense.
that's it.
That makes
Even
sense.
the villains in opera performances rarely go that far. And with that, Marcel's motive has now been established. This information regarding your past also dismantles your prior timing defense. Well, Marcel, do you know where you went wrong? You fixated your gaze on the lover that passed away, instead of paying attention to the living people around you. So, you never noticed how we changed, or how we grew as individuals.
You also never understood Boss's real expectations for his daughter.
Or our determination to see things through.
Your determination.
Okay, well he's giving up
Mr. Marcel,
he's giving up the
speak now
facade.
If you would like to defend yourself.
Yeah, he's giving up the facade.
Otherwise, the trial will move on to the next stage.
Do you really think I wanted to do any of this?
Yeah, he just let it rock.
Pay attention to you. What for? Have you ever paid attention to me? Ever empathized with my pain? Ever known how it feels to watch the love of your life dissolve right in front of your eyes?
So
No one helped me. No one even believed me. All those decades ago, even the officers from the Maison Gardiennage were laughing at me. They said there's no way a human being can turn into water. So I must have gone mad from grief. Vinier's death was brushed away by all of you as if it didn't matter at all. Well, now you know, don't you? Ha! Well, it's too late now. All those who were dissolved are gone forever. You only have yourselves to blame. You set up this ornate opera house in pursuit of your so-called justice. Your beloved drama.
again, this
While turning a blind eye to the suffering
this
of the
ties
people.
back into like the bullshit of this justice system.
We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she goes, I will follow. But I'm not from this blasted place.
So he can't be
No
dissolved.
matter what I do.
Oh, he's gonna.
That water from the primordial sea that he's drinking?
Okay, so this is.
Dissolve. Can't dissolve. Can't dissolve.
Navia mentioned this. Navia mentioned this.
Can't follow. So if I can't go where she is, what choice do I have but to try to bring her back? I did all of that, and in the end, that accursed Callus still got the better of me. I spent my entire life living on pins and needles, only to get stabbed by his idiot daughter at the very end.
The suspect is exhibiting signs of mental distress. Guards, please restrain him.
Don't touch me! Don't anybody come near me! I still need to save Vinier. A promise. We made a promise. Vinier. Vinier! Please, Vinier. Don't think badly of me. All I want to do is fulfill our promise.
Is this when the traveler has to tell him?
Clear. With Mr. Marcel's conviction, the charges against Mr. Tartaglia no longer have any basis.
Fine by me. I was in a bad mood, but after a show like that, I'm actually feeling pretty good.
Child won me
All
over,
the
man. I don't.
evidence you have collected to the guards, so that I might review and summarize the truth behind the serial disappearances case. The man now known as Marcel was originally named Vacher and worked as an adventurer with his partner and lover Vinier. During an underwater expedition, Vinier accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea and was
It
dissolved
was an
before
accident.
Vacher as a
Makes
result.
sense.
Vacher learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others and began to kidnap young women for research, with the goal of discovering a method to restore Vignier back to life.
It's specifically young women because he thinks
New alias
just
of Marcel and began to operate a business in Poisson. During the course of his research, Vacher discovered that a diluted concoction of water from the primordial sea can induce feelings of euphoria, and began to manufacture and market synth. However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his continued research and expanded the scope, he came into conflict with Spina di Rosula. After exchanging blows with Spina di Rosula for many years, Vacher decided to assassinate their president Callus at a banquet. Although the assassination did not go as Vacher expected, he was able to turn Callus into the murder suspect by dissolving the assassin he sent to the scene. And just recently, Vacher attempted to frame Linny as the culprit of the serial disappearances case, using a similar method. However, his attempt to frame Linny failed, and the power of water from the primordial sea became public knowledge. This case also exposed enough of Vacher's machinations that he was eventually successfully charged in court. Thus concludes the enigmatic history of the serial disappearances case, with the truth.
Jeez. I mean, they did say that was going on for years. They did. They said like 20-ish years.
The Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vacher.
What is this summon animation, bro? What is this summon animation?
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Vacher is guilty.
Guards, take Vacher away.
Good.
Gotcha for my guilty verdict.
That, the serial disappearances case is over now.
Damn. Okay. I didn't expect that to end though. Like I didn't expect that case to be wrapped up like that. There's still a lot on the fucking table though. There's still a lot on the table.
Huh? Are you okay?
Navia's probably crying. She's crying. Leave Navia.
Demoiselle, you were absolutely brilliant.
The day our late boss had always hoped for has finally come. You can rest easy now, knowing justice has been served.
Yeah. Yeah. It's finally over. It's all thanks to you guys. And my partner. See, Papa? Spina di Rosula's still doing well with me at the helm.
Well now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama? The villain has been caught, justice has been served, past wrongs have been righted, and it's a big ol' happy ending. Since it's been such a great show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide. Either way, I've still got some business to attend to.
He's like, bro, I'll just let that shit rock.
Excuse me.
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
Ooh.
What now? None of this has anything to do with me.
He's so right
According to
though.
court protocol, since this trial was initiated due to a charge against you, a verdict must also be made regarding the initial charge before the trial can conclude.
Oh, come on. Is this really necessary? Haven't you already caught the real criminal? Isn't it time for side characters like me to exit stage left?
Nah, he's my guy, dude. Nah, he's my guy. He really is. He's actually my guy for real.
All right. But it sure is a lot of hassle. All I need to do is stand over there, right? Let's just get this over with.
Who accused him though? Was it
Through evidence presented in the public trial that was just held, it has been established that Mr. Tartaglia has no direct connection to the serial disappearances.
Was it Little Miss Farina?
The guilty party has been identified.
If it was Farina, that
Thus,
would
it
then
is
lead
logical to
into
suppose Mr. Tartaglia is innocent
her being the central part
We now turn
of
to
the
Oratrice
arc.
Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale to render the final verdict on the charges.
Hmm?
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Tartaglia is guilty.
What? I was wondering when that was when some weird shit was gonna happen like that.
What's with this verdict? Is your justice machine malfunctioning?
Huh? This has never happened before. The Oratrice actually returned a different verdict from the Chief Justice.
I mean, have you ever heard of an innocent Fatui Harbinger? Do you think the Oratrice might have just convicted him on...
Bro, these poor Fatui can't even live their goddamn lives. They can't even go grocery shopping without somebody being like, oh, I'm about to get robbed by the Fatui. Oh, man. Okay, hold on. So where are we going now?
The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal is, by law, the final verdict of the court. We must accept the guilty verdict.
Wait, then.
Please take the suspect into custody per court protocol.
Damn. Poor child. Oh, we get a cutscene. Oh, he's about to... Oh, yeah. Okay.
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine.
All right, child. What do we got? What do we got, bro? What do we got?
You've got your rules. Well, I've got mine too.
Child always has sick ass cutscenes, man. Is he gonna go super? I mean, we don't have his we have his vision. He put him in the dirt. No way did you get one shot.
Sorry. If we have been wronged, we will find the truth.
Holy shit. He said sit the fuck down, kid. Oh. 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 Dude, holy shit. I thought Chow was just gonna go off.
Hey, Monsieur Neuvillette, what's going on? Shouldn't they have been cleared already?
Apologies. This is also the first time I've encountered such a situation. However, according to the rules established at the conception of Fontaine's court system, the Oratrice's judgment is the...
You need Neuvillette.
All I do is follow court procedure. As for why the Oratrice arrived at the conclusion it did, you should probably ask someone more knowledgeable than me.
Ah, Furina, don't... You can't run. You can't run for long, Furina. You made it.
I had nothing to do with it. I don't know what happened there either. Hey, stop staring at me.
What does Lady Furina mean by that?
Maybe she didn't make it. Maybe the water archon
That's impossible.
before her made it.
The Oratrice herself?
Yeah, so are the verdicts reliable or not? Can results like this really be called justice?
Oh, they're finally questioning her justice? Yeah, Furina, it's time for your little arc. Come be my friend.
My dearest citizen,
Come be my friend.
did you really think we'd allow an
How about she's screaming but looks so calm? That's that Genshin. If we're not in a full cutscene,
or be the result of some sort of random mishap? Don't tell me you thought even I had been blindsided by the Oratrice's result.
she tries to cover her tracks, man.
It was pretty obvious she had no idea what was going on.
We should stop her before she puts herself in the dirt.
I shall give you an explanation.
No, Furina.
That just took place, including my supposed shock and bafflement, was a part of an elaborate...
Okay, we gotta take her to the back room. Farina, listen. Hey, come here. Come here, come here. You're a god. Please do your job.
There is a script. Everything has unfolded exactly as I expected from the very beginning. As the embodiment of the very concept of justice. The Oratrice shall never render an arbitrary judgment! If you thought Child had nothing to do with the serial disappearances case, it is only because you've been blinded by the superficial appearance of innocence. Everything he's done, not to mention the danger he poses, are beyond ordinary comprehension and completely unforgivable. All shall be revealed in time.
At least her speeches are good.
My noble intentions, as well as the absolute correctness of the Oratrice's verdict.
She's just talking out of her ass to save herself, of course.
Now, having said that, although I hate to leave things hanging in
She's running out of here.
time for this performance to end. As the lead actress, I shall be the first to take my leave. Toodaloo!
Toodaloo!
Did she?
So you're saying we shouldn't put much stock into what she just said?
No. No.
She probably just put on that performance to save face. As for the truth, it's unlikely that she actually has any idea. However, please be assured that I will continue to investigate this case in a personal capacity. Just as I promised, if the judgment has been incorrect, we will do our utmost to clear his name.
Alright. Even though we feel pretty badly for him, we'll take your word for it.
Let's go visit Child in jail.
After all, he's done plenty of bad stuff. So he should have known he'd go to prison someday, right?
Yeah, what do we think? Do you think Child knew? Child knew he would go to prison one day?
Oh, Monsieur Neuvillette! That power you showed when you took him down. Who are you really?
I'm just some guy, dude.
I am the Chief
I'm
Justice.
Chief Justice of Fontaine. What the?
If officers of the law lack the strength and capability to enforce it, then it makes a mockery of justice.
That's fucking facts. Holy shit. We need more people like him, bro. We need more people like him. Like, bro, if you can't beat me, then you're not right. That's facts. Dude, that's what A does. That's all A, dude, that's how A runs her country. So, we're gonna go catch Farina, right? Like, that's what this is. We gotta go catch her dumbass.
Hey, what are you doing? Quick, stop him!
Oh?
Traveler! Hey! Traveler!
What do you What do you want from me? What do you want? What's
Cease, or we'll add another charge to the list.
what?
No, wait! I just want to ask the Traveler something. I'm not looking to run away. Please, please.
Oh, this is gonna be the closure. This is the closure. Because we talked to we talked to his wife.
Thank you. I was being led away when I finally realized something. Where did you first hear the name Vacher?
Yep.
I erased all records of that name. So, unless...
Are you still trying to prove your innocence? Give it up. You've already been convicted.
Really? You did? You're sure? You met her? But how could that be? How did you manage to do it? The Fountain of Lucine? Then she's been so close to me all along. And I just never... Please give me a chance to talk to her again. Just let the Traveler take me to the fountain to see her one last time. This is the last request I'll ever make in my life. You can do whatever you want to me afterwards. I don't care.
What? Give an inch and you want to take a mile? Do you think serial killers get to make requests like that?
Paimon agrees. Why should we give him what he wants when he's only done a ton of super terrible things?
This request, is it worth as much to you as your life?
Of course! Wait, no. It's
whoa. He's like, oh, wait.
Will they betray the instinct to live just to satisfy spiritual needs? Very well. I will grant your request.
Your Honor, I fear that...
It's
I
fine.
will go with him
Oh hell yeah,
To
dude!
worry about any escape.
Newlet and us, we're hanging out.
In that case, I shall leave him in your most capable.
And maybe it's his. Maybe it's time that I guess.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The reason why I'm so. Okay, let's see what that is, shall we? What quest? What quest was that? What quest was that? What is this? Bro, I swear to God. I forgot what I was talking about. I don't even know what I was talking about. I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh no! Wait. I picked it up again. The reason why I think like Furina's got to be like the focal point soon is because the pattern has really been like you kind of go to the region, you hang out in the region, you solve like a couple problems, and then you meet the Archon, and then it circles around the Archon, and then it solves the greater issue of the region, right? And not like the small issue. Like this was a small issue. The greater issue is the fact that Fontaine is sinking or some shit like that. Some crazy shit like that. And the fact that people can even go in the water anyway. What is this?
Isn't that Charlotte?
And this is a voiced cutscene?
Who's your friend and what are they chatting about?
Be pleased with the cherry on top, Charlotte. Journalist extraordinaire. Please tell me you're joking. I read that a gang of criminals tricked the Gardamex by disguising themselves as blubber beasts. It's true, isn't it?
Blubber
It has to
beasts?
be. I've invested all my savings into graph adversarial technology and even taken out a sizable bank loan. I'm begging you like the beggiest beggar in all of Begdom.
I need you to calm down a little, Miss Lapine, Pauline. I admire your passion for your research, and I don't mean to dash your hopes for those, big-ticket orders. But I'm afraid I'm not joking. The Blubber Beast incident was a short story mailed to us by an anonymous amateur author, written in the style of a true story.
It sounds like they're just discussing a story, but why does this Miss Lapine Pauline seem so distressed?
What the hell's happening?
Funnily enough,
Why did I get roped into a side quest?
a meeting where the editing team was debating the potential risk of misleading the public with this story. They even went to Maison Gardiennage for advice. But to our surprise, they fully supported us printing it. They figured that the false intel would be a great way to dupe potential criminals into wearing ridiculous costumes when breaking the law. In truth, Gardamex are extremely sophisticated in their capabilities. They can identify criminals just as reliably as the best human guards, so a crude disguise isn't gonna get you far. If anything, it'll just make you stand out all the more. Since we ran that story, the Maison Gardiennage has made a slew of arrests, including, one phantom blubber beast, a titanic red-crowned finch, and a specter man. So I knew this story had helped out law enforcement, but this is the first time I'm learning of an innocent citizen being deceived by it, and investing so much Mora for nothing.
Why does she look like a professionalized version of the Honkai Star Rail mascot? I don't know what that mascot looks like. So I'll just agree with what you said. I'll just say, okay, I believe you. Why does she ooh-woo? Why does she ooh-woo?
I was in the area taking some photos for a story when I got to talking to Miss Lapine Pauline about her research. She read an article in the Steambird about a criminal who evaded Gardamex detection by disguising themselves as a blubber beast. Inspired
Where's her
by this
vision?
story, she spent
Looking?
a lot of Mora researching counter-criminal image recognition technology. Her aim was to improve Fontaine's public security by developing a device that could enhance Gardamex target recognition capabilities.
Okay,
She was
works.
hoping I could write an article to spread awareness about image recognition technology.
She even paid me for the article and gave me one of her prototype devices before I could get a word in. But unfortunately, it was just a fictional story, and her efforts and aspirations were all
What's on her
vain.
leg?
I tried to let her down gently, but she's finding it all very hard to accept.
This is a new situation for us, too.
Dude, I don't even know what's happening.
It's such a pity.
This is not the story.
The author was only trying to make the story interesting, and the Maison Gardiennage only had Fontaine's best interest in mind.
Wait, Miss Lapine Pauline, what are you doing?
I'm gonna pick a fight with a Gardamek, head to the Opera at Biclès, and get a one-way ticket to the Fortress of Meropide. That way, I won't have to repay my debts. It's the only way I can afford to keep on living.
Whoa!
Oh.
There's no need to go that far.
What?
I mean, come on. Look at you. You wouldn't even dent the Gardamek's armor. In all likelihood, they'd only hold you up at the Maison Gardiennage for a few days before letting you out, and then you'd still have to repay your debts. Actually, instead of going into the technicalities of that, how much did you actually invest? How bad can it really be?
270,000 Mora.
I can pay that.
To the Fortress of Meropide over a summer
I have too much. I have way more than that, bro.
Surely there must be other options.
These guys keep naming more numbers. Bro, I'm balling in more.
Supplier to the Fontaine Research Institute before that blew to pieces, and now I'm just a small-time engineer. I scraped together some savings over the past few years, but I put every last Mora into this project, and now I'm left with nothing. It's not just my savings that are gone. It's my whole future as a graph adversarial technology specialist and my dreams
Dude, where
of
are
becoming
we?
a billionaire one day.
I don't even. Bro.
My life is over.
Don't despair, Miss Lapine Pauline. I think I know a way for you to turn this around.
Lapine Pauline.
This prototype you've given me, the camera lens for image recognition sample collection. It's really quite something. You said you designed it specifically for high-fidelity image capture and analysis, yes? The rapid focal length adjustment is a very useful function in its own right. It's sure to make many journalists' jobs much easier. In fact, I'd say it has the potential to revolutionize Fontaine's news media. So your research efforts thus far are by no means in vain. The technology you've developed may have many applications that you've never even considered.
Really?
Absolutely. I've been working as a journalist for the Steambird for a long time now. No one understands the issues we journalists face on a day-to-day basis better than me. So keep calm, take heart, and start thinking about mass production. In the meantime, I'll show your invention to all my colleagues to drum up interest in your product.
Okay.
Can't believe it.
Sure, she solved the problem solved.
True then. I can look into setting up a whole camera lens development pipeline. My big ticket orders and billionaire aspirations are still in the cards. Maybe I should consider taking out another loan. That way I can rapidly improve the lens production
There's
process,
still
be the
yapping.
first to market, and
I think
predict
we need
powerful
Charlotte for the
dominance in the camera
cutscene.
industry.
The story cutscene. I think we need Charlotte. But I don't know what this is.
There's no sense in putting all your eggs in one basket before things are even off the ground.
At least it's voiced. I mean, if it wasn't voiced, we would have skipped right through this. I promise you, if it wasn't voiced, we would have skipped right through this.
Can't believe I didn't think of this sooner. There's no time to lose. I need to get to work. Early bird gets the worm.
Can you believe her? She just ran off. Paimon's pretty sure our advice went in one ear and out the other.
That's my favorite Paimon face.
When inspiration and passion strike at the same time, it's all too easy to throw yourself headfirst into your work and forget about everyone around you. A lot of journalists are the same way when they're first starting out. But don't you worry. I'm gonna write an article on all this, and I'll be checking in on her regularly. Her research has the potential to benefit the entire journalistic community. I'll give her plenty of input to stop her from going down any rabbit holes, and make sure mass production of her lens can begin as soon as possible.
It's reassuring to know that you'll be looking out for her, Charlotte. Actually, you know what? Why don't you two take this prototype lens? I'm sure you'll have plenty of chances to use it on your travels. It takes the right person to get the most out of a new technology. In your hands, it's sure to capture some amazing sights.
Thanks a lot, Charlotte. What a nice surprise. We were just curious about what you guys were talking about. Totally didn't expect to get a free gift out of it.
Well, here we are, Paimon.
I got something out of this too. The beginnings of a very interesting news story.
Yeah, her vision is on her
Boundaries
pouch.
between real news reports and news-like fiction must not be blurred, even when there's a compelling justification for doing so. Yes, that's how I'll phrase it to the editors when I give them my feedback. Let's hope we don't mislead any more well-meaning citizens in the future.
Okay. Dude, we did it. Quest is over. Okay. All right. Anyway, back to the story. I think they probably needed me to do that because sometimes the characters get, we know about this. I think Charlotte was probably in this upcoming cutscene. So because she was quote unquote preoccupied with another quest. Boop. 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 Okay. I still haven't gotten the one for Sumeru yet.
Is this the place? You said she's here, but what do I need to do to see her?
I don't know, drink some water or something.
Yeah, and even Paimon could hear her after drinking that thing. Didn't you just drink a lot of it on the stage as well? Oh, in that case...
Vache.
Ah!
Yes, that's it. So you heard it too.
Vinier, it's me! It's me, Vache!
Vache? Vache.
I'm here! I'm here! Where are you, Vinier? I'm coming for you. I'm finally here for you.
Hey, wait! Be careful! Hey, wait!
The same thing happening?
Vinier, is that you? It's me, Vache! Vinier!
Bro, are we gonna wake up and we're at war again? Dude, that shit was crazy.
Didn't I say? You don't need to look for me. You look a lot older than I remember. How long has it been?
About like 20 years, right?
It's been more than 20
20 years, yeah.
I've suffered for over 20 years since the day you left. All this time, only the thought of bringing you back has kept me alive. Nothing else mattered to me. I must be dreaming. Who would have thought I'd get the chance to tell you all of my feelings like this? Vinier, you are my everything. I really don't know how I could live without you.
But Vache, if you ask me, this world would be better off without you.
Damn.
What are you saying?
Okay.
If not for you, I would have finished my law degree and probably become a top-tier attorney one day. If not for you, I would have continued to pursue my love of the arts, and my works would have been displayed in the Palais Mermonia.
Bro, holy shit.
If not for you, I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. And she would not have grown old and died alone, with nothing but the tears on her cheeks.
The fuck?
It's all because of your selfishness, Vache. It's all because of you.
You... Wait, you are not Vinier. Who are you?
You're right. I am not Vignier. I am the sacrifices. Every
Oh.
woman who died by your hand, as our bodies dissolved, our consciousnesses flowed back to the primordial sea. Our thoughts circulated endlessly within the primordial sea, and we were no longer individuals, but we became one, just as streams of water come together in the sea. I'm Cressy. I'm Lemony. I'm Azine. The only one I am not is Vignier.
Why? But then, where is Vignier?
She doesn't want to see you anymore. Every tendon
Dude.
you. This is what you get for your selfishness. Your selfishness robbed us of our lives and our futures. You said time and time again that you'd do any and everything for her. But did you ever consider whether she'd want to see you do the things that you did? If she would despise you for what you became? You are a liar, a heartless murderer, and a cowardly narcissist. The only thing you are not is Vignier's beloved. From the moment your first victim died and her consciousness merged with Vignier's, she has had nothing but pure hatred for you.
Oh, so she is in there. Oh, well, we're in here too?
No! Yeah, she can't hate me. Let me see her, please. Have mercy.
You still don't understand. When I said don't look for me, that came from the real Vignier. She really doesn't want to see you anymore. But on top of that,
This boy's just gonna have to wallow in jail.
her final drop of pity for you. She said that because she knew that if you did come here, we will show no mercy to you.
Vache.
Vache? 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 Drown.
That drown reminded me. God, what did that remind me of? Never mind. Cutscene. We're in a cutscene. We're going to dinner with Navia again? Let's do it.
Finally, we have some time to do shopping.
What? No, we don't want to do that.
It's been a long time since we've been able to relax.
Oh, well met, partner. I knew something great was going to happen when I woke up in such a good mood today.
Did he kill all those women? Yes, he did. No, he 100% deserves everything that came to him. Yeah, he did. It was a whole murder mystery.
It's been a few days. Paimon's already started to miss you.
Oh, now that I believe. I'm easy to work with and always bring home the bacon. Who wouldn't treasure having a partner like me?
Sounds like you're really enjoying life these days, Navia.
Well, she has nothing to worry about anymore. I mean, she's good
It's
now.
just been one thing after the other. I've been making non-stop trips between Poisson and the courts in Sen.
For?
Spina di Rosula organized a memorial for my father.
Oh, no, okay,
We never held
makes
a
sense.
memorial when he first died, since everyone knew that even if we held one back then, no one was going to come. This time, though, everyone in Poisson, and even many people from the court, all attended.
Okay, good.
Definitely been cleared now. That's what we like to hear.
It's been the dearest wish of Demoiselle all along.
That blasted stubborn fool. I was right to put my faith in him. I'm so glad I didn't give up on the case all those years ago. Oh, by the way, I ran into Charlotte just after I left the memorial service. Well, maybe it'd be more accurate to say I knew she would be there, and there was no way she'd just let me go.
No, she wouldn't.
So you know Charlotte too? The Charlotte? Journalist from the Steambird?
Yeah, way back when I first became the president of the Spina di Rosula, she was all over me. Wouldn't take no for an answer.
Yeah, just like a normal reporter would be.
It was called The True Heart of Darkness, Secret Tales of the Yellow Rose. To be fair, though, it was a really flattering feature. So, we've been on pretty good terms ever since. She was trying to lean on our friendship to get me to do an exclusive piece on the serial disappearances case.
Oh yeah, she told us about that. She's always been super interested in that case, so now...
I mean, it's over now.
Anyway, I told her to make sure that when she writes about you guys entering the opera house with the critical evidence, that you both sound really cool.
Now that's another thing to look forward to. We trust Charlotte's skills with a pen for sure.
Oh, and in other news, I also took Clarand out for a meal.
Yes, be friends. Oh my god. Oh, thank god. I thought she'd just hate her forever. I was like, dude, like I actually thought they would just hate it. She would just hate her forever.
It was thanks to her that we were able to turn the tide. I wanted to thank her. I mean, there's also no point in being awkward all the time. So we took the chance to reconcile with each other.
Oh, that's great. Paimon also thought Clarand wasn't actually a bad person. It's always good to have more friends.
Anyway, now that the case has finally been solved, perhaps it will slowly begin to fade from the public consciousness.
Right.
Oh, actually, there's still one last thing I need
I want to know what is the tying thread here? I still think it's like we still got to go
pay a visit to my father's grave
deal with
and
Farina.
tell him the truth of what happened.
Oh, I mean,
As
if we're
well
gonna
as
go,
how it all
sure,
ended.
let's go do
And
that.
on top of that, just how much people still look up to him to this day. That includes me, too.
Miss Navia.
Indeed.
Excuse me. Can I come too? I guess so.
We also think Callus is a really admirable person.
Sure thing. I'd like you two to share the moment with me. After all, without you, there might not.
After this part is a good place to stop.
Case, everyone, let's
I mean, yeah. I mean, if it's the I kind of want to just. Really, I kind of just want to hit the end of the act.
It's been raining non-stop for a few days now.
I just wanted to say fucking act over. That's all I wanted to say.
This is where my
Oh, they
father's
teleported
grave
me.
is. To be perfectly honest, even I haven't been back here for a long time.
Huh? There's someone there already. Wait. That figure. It can't be. Isn't that Neuvillette? Why would
Hey.
the Chief Justice be here? Huh? Navia?
This is awkward.
My apologies. I should have asked before coming to pay my respects.
Don't say that.
Because I'm gonna pass you on Wednesday. I mean, I'm just making steady
I was trying to
progress.
say
Okay.
there's no need for you to apologize.
I will be streaming it tomorrow
To show
because
my father how much I've
summons.
grown, but still, I doubt I've grown to the point that even the Chief Justice would feel compelled to apologize to me over and over.
In that case, I will stop apologizing for now.
You really could use some pointers on understanding human emotions, Monsieur Neuvillette. In any case, why did you come to Poisson?
Well, ever since that day, I've been turning a question over and over.
Oh,
in my
dude,
head.
yeah. See, this is the main thing. Like
justice
this
anyway?
justice shit.
There was once a time when I
Farina
didn't want to believe
is
that there could be
is
anything
not
more
doing her
important to
job.
humans than life itself.
She sucks at her job. She either doesn't do her job, or when she does it, she sucks.
Resisting the most basic instinct of living things, that they could rebel against their own nature.
There's also the thing about like Fontaine is the water level in Fontaine is going up,
didn't stop your father from beginning.
They're slowly sinking. It's turning into One Piece. Like, where are we? Like,
would never throw away his life like that. That there was nothing, should have been nothing more important than one's own continued survival. But Mr. Callus proved me
he doesn't know how to speak to people? No, of course. That's why he's the perfect position for his he's the perfect person for his position.
Would have remained unsolved to this day. Mr. Callus made the choice he did for his daughter, for his associates, and for many people completely unrelated to him. And in the end, from a certain perspective, one could say that he did it all for the sake of justice. A justice that's higher than life itself. So, you asked me why I came here. I just wanted to say my apologies to Mr. Callus in person. I should have noticed all of this much sooner. This regret has filled me with a sadness that has haunted me for days. That high and mighty chair in the Opera Epiclese indeed insulates one from many important things.
Bro, it's called, the courtroom is called an opera house. Like, what are we doing here?
For your hard work and perseverance.
I'm sorry for being mad at you before.
Dude, Navia was in her feelings, bro.
One of those types that's cold on the outside, but pretty thoughtful on the inside, huh? That reminds me of Silver, one of my guys.
Sorry about that. Self-expression is not one of my...
Yeah, no. He looks like a complete, like, standoffish, walling guy.
So Navia and Neuvillette seem to have made their peace as well.
Oh, thank God.
Let's not disturb them for now. We can wait till after they're done.
Alright, Navia's cleaned up everything. Nice happy ending. So, who's gonna show up out of the who's dropping from the sky? Like, yeah, all's well that ends well.
Paimon didn't know that was a thing. But Paimon doesn't know what she would do if she can't fly. Oh no.
You know? I know. Yeah, I know who's dropping from the sky. I know. You gotta point out the Lumine faces when you can.
Anyway, Neuvillette is still standing around.
Child really isn't our problem.
Often that we can catch him alone like this, so
No, I'm not worried about him.
talk to him for a bit.
I'm not worried about him.
To Lady Farina, we can at least talk to him, right?
Yeah, Farina just hides away. We don't even know where the fuck she goes. Farina is literally what we need to go target her. But she runs. Oh, sorry guys. Sorry, hold on, give me a second. This is very important. Child isn't our problem, and neither does the Traveler feel that way. The Traveler does not feel that way. Now, Neuvillette here, you know, he just feels bad about the justice being wrong. And I mean, Child being in jail right now is our current problem because the justice was wrong. Like, Child didn't do anything. But they put him in jail. Why? I don't know. We asked Farina, she doesn't fucking know. So, like, so we're just kind of in this situation now, where it's like, we're what he just said is like, what is justice? What is it? That's where we're at. And, you know, God of Justice is our problem, or is the one who's supposed to be. She's supposed to find the answer to that. Kind of like how, like, A found out, like the true meaning to eternity, and not whatever the hell she was doing. It's going to be something similar to that. This is important, by the way. I don't know if you guys noticed that. I have to come over here. Like, it was the character. She was moving on her own. She's also continuing to move on her own. That's crazy. Do you know this game had auto? Like, I didn't know that. Okay. That's why auto sucks. Oh, there's 2 more. Oh shit. No, I can't do it in time. Let's try it again. We're gonna finish the act, don't worry.
A stroke of good luck, and a very welcome one.
Alright, what are we looking like here? Okay. I mean, we have our like 5-star. But is it is it the 5-star we want? Would you believe me if I said I had to pee? I actually I actually did that.
In my role as champion duelist, my opinions do not matter. For when I draw my blade, I am but an instrument of Fontaine's law.
Don't do the math, just convert? I did the math. We literally have our 90. I think we have 91. 91, 92.
No.
Oh, it's you two.
Why the hell did
Miss
it change?
Navia invite you to come pay your respects to her father?
We ran into Navia on the streets today, so we just followed her here.
I see, I see. Then is there something that I can help you with?
Well, it's pretty hard to run into you like this since you're usually super busy. So we figured we could try to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
Please feel free. Though
What are we
outsiders,
asking about?
You helped us solve one of the greatest mysteries in Fontaine.
What are we
It would be my
asking
pleasure to
about
return the favor.
here? Ooh. Just a bunch of stuff. So this is, dude, this feels like, why does this feel like the end of, oh, because this probably would have been, like, this probably would have been the patch, like the patch ended.
So, at court, the bad guys referred to that special water as water from the primordial sea, but
Netland next. Yeah, Kata.
Truthfully, that name is already quite accurate. I can only surmise that Vacher and his ilk only learned of its nature and existence after extensive research. There used to be a special sea on the surface of this planet. The nature of its seawater was rather different from that of the sea we know today. Most of Tevat's life forms were first born in that special sea. You could say it nurtured much of the life on this planet.
What?
So it really was where everything began.
Yeah, primordial.
Call it primordial then.
But today, the primordial sea no longer exists on the planet's surface.
And it's
What
under?
Vache discovered must have been some kind of special case, or a remnant from a truly ancient age.
Oh, brother. And that's a Farina problem.
You really know everything, Monsieur Neuvillette. But if that's the case, then why would people, at least people from Fontaine, dissolve in that kind of water?
I wonder if he would know this.
Indeed. Why would the primordial sea, which was known to engender and nurture life, suddenly reverse itself and devour life instead? To be frank, that also doesn't match my understanding of this world and its laws. There must still be some unknown secrets around the people of this land. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about? That the sea levels will rise.
Traveler's gonna leave this world like, wow, what a fucking disaster that world was. How'd they go to McDonald's world?
Does that appropriately summarize the version you've heard?
That's right. It was Linny that told us back then. And that covers all the main
The prophecy? Yeah.
Yes, up to the present, I think we reached a point where we have no choice but to confront this prophecy directly.
And ask
Rumors have it
bitch
that this
herself.
prophecy is rooted in the last words the former Hydro Archon left to the world before she passed away.
prophecy of the former Hydro Archon?
Farina might be going through similar stuff.
This is the first time that we've ever heard of it.
Two parts of the prophecy have already proven correct.
Similar
The
stuff
rising sea
to
levels and the
Nahida.
ability of the people of Fontaine to be dissolved.
Or she just kind of has to deal with the shit that the previous one left. And she doesn't really know how to deal with it.
Farina has also always taken it quite seriously.
Oh, really?
Indeed, she has been collecting information and intelligence from across Tevat for this purpose. If the
Interesting.
rumors were true, then perhaps this prophecy is the conundrum left to Farina by her predecessor.
But with Farina being the way she is, can we really trust her to solve it?
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me?
Don't ignore that. Don't ignore that.
My apologies. My investigation has still not reached its conclusion.
Oh my
However,
god.
I still believe the judgment of the Oratrice was not rendered arbitrarily.
An acid that dissolves your people and is rising above the ground. Yeah, okay, bye, lol.
Quite aware that the Oratrice does not simply mechanically repeat the
Yeah, same thing happened to Nahida.
as a divinely created mechanism.
But Nahida's
Unified faith in the
former
concept of
Archon,
justice
she wasn't
is
a
integrated into
dickhead,
it.
so.
Not only can it produce the incredible power of indemnitium, but it likely also possesses other traits, such as self-awareness. Which is all to say, I've been prepared for a situation like this for a long time.
Oh? He said, I'm gonna box that thing.
So when Linny told us that he heard a human voice from the room where the Oratrice's core is stored,
I was not aware such a thing had occurred. Perhaps that could serve to prove my conjecture. I will add that to the list of items to investigate. In any case, I am inclined to believe that the Oratrice does have a methodology all its own. We just do not have enough information. Based on Farina's reaction, I doubt even she had any idea what was going on. She managed to bluff her way through it, though.
We gotta get her out, bro. We gotta save her.
While we do intend to get to the bottom of this, for now, we regret to say that the Fatui Harbinger will just have to bide his time in the fortress of Meripede.
The judgment machine?
Did incorrectly convict him of crimes he did
It
not
could
commit,
be.
We will most certainly compensate him to the fullest extent allowed by the law.
if you ask Paimon, the only compensation he'll want is a no-holds-barred fight with you.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
I mean, after what he did to Child is gonna be like, bro, like, can we box? Like,
Your sibling, another blonde-haired traveler. I'm sorry, but I've never seen any.
yeah, I mean, you're not old enough to know him.
If he ever stepped foot in Fontaine, I'm sure he followed our laws to the letter and had no reason to appear on the stage of the opera Epicles. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
No, I think that's it. I have no more questions.
Very well. It was my honor to provide you with what answers I could. I very much enjoyed conversing with you. It will soon be time for me to leave this blissful tranquility behind and return to Palais Memoria.
You busy, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Monsieur.
I thought you only came here to pay your respects today because you had the day off.
Crime and villainy do not have the day off, and so justice must work around the clock as well. This is merely the nature of a justice's work.
All right. You've got a point. Huh? Paimon just noticed that the rain has stopped.
Also, the rain is an interesting thing. Oh!
You know, we've been walking around for a while now. Why don't we go back to the Spina di Rosula base in the Court of Fontaine and have a rest? Navia said something about having a place ready for us there. Didn't she? Come on, let's go!
What did that just say? Talk to Catherine?
Mind the side effects.
Oz, reveal thyself! Into the shadows. If these items are unclaimed, we may take them without controversy.
What quest was that? Ah. Okay. No. Okay, yeah. Okay, easy. We can run those pretty quickly. Oh, we got Lenny. I could when the 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, Sephiroth. Sephiroth ties right back into Lenny. If my guess is correct. I mean, dude, any character could be a fucking Fatui. I actually didn't know they were Fatui. Like, that was crazy. That was big. There's so many character quests to catch up on. Yeah, like I actually scroll like once, like I just move my mouse once and I'm at the end, which is kind of funny. Well, I really like the character quests, so that's why I do them. I don't know, maybe we can squeeze in Lenny's somewhere. A tea party most thorny. Okay, let's go ahead and take a gander where this story is going here. There's some Inazuma. Let's get a cutscene in, and then let me go to bed. Jesus Christ!
Then your sword may as
Surely you did the A quest though, like. Surely you did the A quest.
Navia is such a good person. Now that the serial disappearances case has been solved, no one's going to come after us for anything. Even without Silver standing guard, we can just continue.
Yeah, of course.
Why don't we stay and rest up here for a while? Even machines in Fontaine need to stop and recharge now and then. Oh, come on! This place isn't that bad. Besides, how else do we get to stay in an actual base? Oh, fine. Remember that detective story Paimon read before? Well, the author is about to release a new book, so Paimon wanted to buy it as soon as it came out and have a quiet place to read it.
Just don't spoil the ending this time.
Then it's agreed. Come on, let's get some sleep. We'll need to be up first thing in the morning to get in line and buy a copy.
I just want to know what the fuck, what is the setup here? What are we?
Paimon didn't expect that style at all. Even though it's a detective novel, it's also like a social documentary. Ooh, it's actually pretty good.
You're a pretty slow reader, Paimon. No, Paimon.
Excuse me, but do you know if the Traveler and Paimon are lodging here?
Ah, that is I.
Who are you? Paimon doesn't recall seeing you before. Wait, you're not here to give us
trouble, are you?
A blonde traveler and a chatty little fairy. Whew, looks like I found the place. Good thing I asked the Spina di Rosula. Seems they sent me the right way.
Hey, what do you mean by chatty? Pirates always careful not to talk too much. Most of the time, anyway.
It's an honor to meet you both. I was sent from the Palais Mermonia. Monsieur Norilette wishes to see you.
Ah, okay.
Something important to discuss in person.
That makes sense.
Neuvillette? She wants to see us again already? Huh. We talked so much the last time we met. Has something happened since
He's the closest
I am not privy to the details.
that we're gonna
It
get.
would be best if you came to the Palais Mermonia and asked Monsieur Norilette in person.
If you say so, but Hyman has a bad feeling about this.
Now that I've delivered the message, I'll take my leave.
Okay.
We haven't left the room for a few days, so we'll head over once we've freshened up a bit.
Act 3. Collect these books. Don't mind me collecting these books. Don't mind me. Well, those aren't books. Alrighty, gamers. We're out of here. Pow! That's what I like to see. That's what we like to see. What is this? Oh, this is what she gave me. What is this? Activate gadget. Okay. Deactivate gadget. Activate gadget. Deactivate. Activate gadget. Okay. I think maybe that's just on the camera. You can zoom in now. Is that what that is? Probably. Oh. Okay. So I don't have anything to do. Like no daily. I had no dailies to do. Nothing cray like that. No, we're good. We're good. I should go to the Abyss. I literally never go in there.
I've faced many opponents in my duels.
All right,
Most of them
we're
were defeated. The
we're
rest
done.
surrendered.
Ho, 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 ho.
I have never lost a duel.
Gamers, we'll be back on Wednesday. I mean, the banners are pretty late, aren't they? Like, when was the banner? When did the banner drop last time? Like 1 a.m. So maybe we'll just be back on Wednesday. Like I don't like, bro. Like 1 a.m. Like I'm not here for that. All right. Thanks for coming out. I'm gonna go sleep. And when I do that, hopefully my body will be happy. Oh, this is very important. Okay. Bye bye.
Travel to the break of dawn, rounding out. I'm on a mission, rounding out whatever it is I gotta do. Rounding out until the day I meet you. I'm rounding out. I look up in the sky, asking out a why, but never let it faze me. I'm keeping good vibes when I'm on the road. Watch out for all surprises. What it provides is good and bad, but nothing entices.
Another Monday in the night, let me paint the view. Color down with my light. For every moment share with you, not in the day. Never fully gone, going to be back again.
out aside for good luck. For the nights like this, put your hands up. Love the moment even from dusk. Yo, you always got my back, and of course I got your back. Don't you worry about that now. It's been a good day, good night. It's gonna be a good day, good night. Nothing comes between us, dancing like ballerinas under the moonlight.